coverage. Hello guys, welcome to Society. I'm not joined by Manoj and we'll be joining more people soon. Talk about the whole Marvel panel at San Diego Comic Con 2024. A lot of big news. You have seen the thumbnail, you have seen the title. A lot to discuss. I've put a poll also in the chat. You can answer that. Are you happy with RDJ as Doctor Doom? Yes, no, neutral. Till now it's 60% yes. I'll not say how many votes though. If you enjoy this discussion, do like, share, subscribe for more such content and become a member if you want to support us like Shelly. And I think before more people join, before we get into all the nitty gritty of the Comic Con panel and all the news is shared, Manoj has joined us after a long time on live. You have been seeing him a lot on the Geek Life podcast. Not similar to Geek Talk podcast, very different.
But we share the same playlist.
But you have hearing him and Jay, on that, and today he's with us. Yes. He's always with us, but just showing up today.
First of all, I just want to say, the LED light is that new or I never seen that before?
Thank you.
That looks really cool.
You did it very well. What I told you to do. Yes, it's new. How is it? It can change colors also.
I'm waiting for the GPay payment.
Yeah.
Praising the LED light.
Let me play the music. That day, last one of the streams, what happened? Shelly sent a super chat. And the moment the super chat came, Rohit was ordering something, so that sound came, Paytm sound came. I'm like, dude, you received the money? But guys, I have no idea what you thought about Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoiler alert, guys.
I myself don't know, because I've still not processed the whole movie. I watched it today morning, and I went in with zero expectations because I was not really keeping up with the online chatter. So I think first of all, so many surprises, so many cameos. I had absolute fun. I think my top favorite was maybe Henry Cavill. I think Henry Cavill showing up as Wolverine, I was so shocked because I saw someone writing in Twitter that, oh man, that was Henry Cavill really gave it back to them. And I'm like, okay, maybe some fun reference was there in the movie. Who thought Henry Cavill would actually show up in the freaking movie?
When I saw his biceps, I kind of first thought was is it Henry?
It looks similar to mine, so it's definitely Henry.
Yeah. No, but I think because they were, I hope it's not the case because there were rumors that he has joined MCU for a role.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if this was just a cameo or is it some other character, is Wonder Man or something. Yeah. Or there were rumors he's playing.
I think if you bring someone like Henry Cavill, he should play a big ass villain, a badass villain. That should be
you need role. Henry Cavill. I feel sad for him that he has a caliber. The things he can do. He's so passionate about his work, but his even I saw his recent film, which was on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to watch him play the character, but the film was fine. The Guy Ritchie
one.
Yeah, the Guy Ritchie film. He played Witcher, dude. He played Superman. He played a villain in Mission Impossible. So. And now he's doing his own thing.
You know what? He needs a filmmaker that really supports and understands his vision and a producer that backs that vision.
Like Atlee. Guys, tie into our Geek Live podcast where we talked about which Indian film should be remade into Hollywood. But anyways.
That was fun. But coming here. So I'm still processing my thoughts. So I'll get to how I felt about the movie. But there are two things that I really enjoyed in the cameos. One was Henry Cavill, as I said. Second was the Blade cameo where you had Wesley Snipes look at Ryan Reynolds' character and say that, I didn't really like you that much. So, and that was such a real life reference to him not liking Ryan Reynolds during the shooting of the movie of Blade 3. And that just made me so
I'm not sure about this because I think in one of the interviews later, he was at Comic Con, right? So he said that, that was a joke we used to play. Me and Ryan used to play. I always liked the guy, dude. It was a joke.
But it was clearly a reference to that.
Yeah,
because everyone knew this.
I didn't know that actually. After that interview, I got to know that's actually a reference to the real thing which happened.
So, and obviously, I think Channing Tatum back as Gambit. It's been a long time since I saw Channing Tatum and anything. So that was also fun. But overall, I think for me, the movie started off really strongly. I really liked the whole motivation they built for Wade Wilson and everything. This movie was everything I wanted the Flash to be. in many ways. And for me, that movie just didn't deliver. But for me, this one, they respectfully close the Fox universe very well. But at the same time, they build the individual motivations of Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe not. It was not. There was not a lot of finesse in the writing for me in the individual storylines of Deadpool and Wolverine. But I thought, considering the scale and considering how much they had to actually do, I thought they did a pretty solid job. For me, the ending is actually what really sold me on the film, because till then I was kind of on the fence. I was not really sure, but the whole sacrifice that Wade and Logan makes in the end, even though I was not really happy with the villain's motivation sort of changing towards the end, and the villain felt a little weak for me, like whatever. But the whole motivation, the whole sort of montage they show with Logan's character and Wade's character, and sort of that sort of culmination of the character arcs, that really like sort of connected with me really well, because we have seen, especially Wade's sort of storyline, we've seen him since 2016, right? The Logan one, because we didn't really get to see a lot of him being a failed Wolverine, it didn't connect with me that much. But still, I thought it was done fairly well. I really wish we got more of Logan's backstory. For me, that would have really sold me. If it would have gone from a 7 to a 9, but I would sort of settle for a 7 right now. Maybe on a rewatch. I mean, I'm planning to watch it next weekend again. So maybe on a rewatch, I might enjoy it even more. But yeah, right now, that's my thoughts. Like, I don't think it's the best Deadpool movie or the best Wolverine movie. For me, the best Wolverine movie is still Logan. The best Deadpool movie is still the first one. But it's still a pretty solid movie. Like, it's a 7 on 10 for me. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
Nice way of addressing my tweet there, but
Yes.
I would actually say
I saw it straight. I'm like the best Wolverine.
no. I would like to take that back. Maybe I think I was too much into the flow. Best Wolverine. I feel like I think something what Sahil said yesterday in the review, guys, check it out, full review, 1 hour long, spoiler one. He said that this is Fox Universe's Endgame, this film, and I think that really summarizes the film for me in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
And I don't know if you got the chance to watch the video I made, deeper meaning of the.
I saw the thumbnail. The thumbnail was great.
Yeah, thank you. Saganation says yes, 7/10 seems right. I'm like 6.5. He didn't enjoy that, or she had like. Saganation, can you? Okay, that's not right thing to ask. I'll get cancelled.
What is this, Nona? We are
Saganation
in 2024.
may have not enjoyed the film that well. There were rumors that Henry Cavill is joining Tom Cruise World War II movie that happening after Mission Impossible 8. Dude, there are okay, thank you. There are rumors of Top Gun 3 happening.
3.
Which I'm not really,
rumors.
I'm
like,
not very happy.
It was an active development ever since 2 ended, but it was never greenlit, I think. Like, they're like sort of like if we get a good script. Even I'm not a big fan, like, because Maverick for me is a perfect film.
Maverick is it's about the legacy, right?
Yeah, it is.
The way it brings back the legacy, right? So I don't know, like how
it's the ending. It's like the ultimate ending.
Quickly taking it, but okay, guys, let's not go there. Yeah. So basically, the second time I saw the film, right, it hit me harder, and
so you enjoyed it more the second time.
Yeah, because I think I could see the whole the line, right? It's Fox Universe Endgame. First of all, it's not an MCU film. It's actually a Fox film happening in the MCU world. Except the TVA part, there's nothing related to MCU. And I love the focus of the film that they had everything to themselves.
Yeah.
But they still focused and made a layered narrative. And I feel the film is not just a homage to that world and everything. The plot is actually as a double meaning. Where it's kind of, there's a faction that believes that Fox Universe
it's very sucks. Meta. Yeah, it's
Fox
very
Universe
meta.
sucks. We should, they need to be forgotten. They should not exist. Let's end this universe. Why to stretch it? MCU is what matters. If you really matter, if you're an MCU person, that's what fans say, right?
Yeah.
So I feel the Vanessa's character is fans.
Yeah.
And the only thing which they think like, oh, Deadpool is the only character we want to bring back because it's worthy. Like, he's okay.
Yes.
We will have him in MCU, but others really. But the only person that was worthy enough in that universe to save, in the Fox universe, for say, is Wolverine.
Yeah.
Who passed away. Who's the anchor being. And if there's no Wolverine, this universe should stop. So, there's all this meta layering. And when you hear the dialogues of Elektra and, Gambit, like, it hits harder that they're like, we want to, we want our ending. They
Yeah.
and the way they've chosen, the cameos also, it makes so much sense. It's
I
not
mean, I'm
anyone.
sure they wanted Ben Affleck. Like, I'm sure they wanted
I
Ben
don't know,
Affleck,
man.
but
I think he's just too kind of a too big of an actor in my sense.
I'm sure they were, at least a phone call would have gone
Yeah,
to Ben
I'm
Affleck.
sure they would have many names, and
Yeah,
finally
yeah,
they
yeah.
got
They would
these
have got
characters.
that.
They
Yeah.
would have definitely wanted bigger characters to appear, but
No, I actually agree with your assessment of how they handle the universe, because I think there was a comic book storyline where they say like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe,
yeah,
right? Something like
yeah,
that. Like, and many people assume this would be Deadpool kills the Fox universe.
yeah.
Like, many assume that but they did the opposite,
Flipped it.
which I really like. And they've been doing it since the start. Like, ever since the first movie, it's not like he's not such a hard souled character. There's a lot of emotion and there's a lot of positive side to this Deadpool version of the character. Like, I'm not very familiar with the comics, so I can't really comment on it. But every time people say something like very crude and he will go the other way, the movie version has actually gone the right way, I kind of want to say. So yeah, I agree with you. I think the way they sort of handle the Fox universe, it was done very respectfully. Even in the end credits, when they show the behind the scenes, I got kind of emotional, like seeing how the movies were made and everything. Because that was kind of the true birth of Marvel. Because without the Fox movies nurturing those movies, we wouldn't have maybe got the MCU also, because they sort of brought it till that stage where you could even dream of the MCU. So yeah, I think yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
I got like both times I got kind of emotional at a scene where in the climax, when they have to go, like Wolverine says, "I'll go and sacrifice," and when he walks away, he's like, "I always wanted this team up to happen."
Yeah.
And hello, Abhineet. Welcome.
Hi.
The Batman wearing the wrong shirt again.
This is the kind of image you should guys have. Like, I should be called over here. People should wait for me. I'm like the Robert Downey Jr. of Indian youth society.
We should have then build up the drama.
Yes, we should have more
The
people
mask
join
and
in.
everything, and then the reveal happens. See who has shown up.
I'm celebrated whenever I join the stream.
Wow. Yesterday we all were like shaken up when he joined. Like, we never expected him to come.
Do you think it's a coincidence that I and Robert Downey Jr. happens to be on the same day or the same night? Marvel announced Robert Downey Jr. and
I can
joined
see
Indian
some
society.
coincidences there. Definitely.
Just some great people having coincidences.
We have more people joining, guys. We'll get into the news, but Manoj is here, so we were
Simply,
discussing
yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool 3.
Geeky PJ says Marvel has been a big part of my childhood, and it still will be to this day. Marvel is really good in respecting its characters. Geeky Shiki may not agree with that, but anyway.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What? Can you please
Marvel is really good in respecting its characters.
repeat? Sure. Respecting.
Stagnation other than Wolverine, how did they handle the Fox?
Marvel maybe, but the parent company isn't.
They handled the Fox Universe. Endgame of the Fox Universe didn't include any Fox Universe characters. No, but they were the stand-in, right, for those like Wolverine was representing the X-Men.
Yeah.
Johnny Storm was representing the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Elektra was representing the Daredevil.
And
whatever they
Fantastic
had.
Four was a Fox movie, right?
Yeah. Blade
So,
wasn't,
technically-
which was a big surprise.
Yeah, Blade wasn't. Daredevil was? I don't think so.
No.
think
Daredevil was. Elektra
okay.
was.
Elektra was. Okay.
And who else? Gambit was never a character, and he showed up.
Yeah, but Gambit was definitely it was greenlit, right? The movie
Yeah.
under Fox itself, and then it got stalled.
So I don't think there was a. See, the point is, it's not that Endgame, as in everyone should have shown up, and it's a big battle, and it's not that.
more
It's
of a
like
conclusion.
it's like
Conclusion.
conclusion and a send off. A complete arc of that world, because we'll never get anything from there anymore. It's
Right.
over.
See, like in many ways, X-Men: Days of Future Past was a good conclusion, but then they continued after that. So
Dude, that made money for Fox, and
Yeah.
Fox money, like, keep making this shit. Let's not gonna stop them. But almost 14 minutes into the stream, guys. So let's now talk about the main news. Let's not talk about anything else. First, let's dive into directly the big news. RDJ. I was like WTF 10 times. Even afternoon, I couldn't.
ABJ, Abhi Bhardwaj.
Also, Kevin Feige is saying that if Endgame was 110 impact level, Infinity War is 9 impact level, Deadpool and Wolverine is 8 impact level, quite really hurt expectations. Lol. See, again, I say this film is not an MCU film; it's a Fox film. You know,
Yeah,
in
but
an
it's under
MCU world.
MCU, right?
Yeah. So,
like it would.
if you're expecting that this film will, set up the whole, next installment or next phase or next Avengers film and all of that, it's not that film. And I
think he
like
was
that fact
talking-
it doesn't do that.
Yeah, I think he was talking more about like Kevin Feige stating something like that, but I think he just wanted to manage expectations.
Yeah.
Probably that's what he was trying
He
to
put
do.
it below those two. That's the
Yeah.
best thing to do.
He was like, yeah.
Logan was the best send off to the Fox version of Wolverine.
That is
but I'm
true.
glad
Yeah,
he came
Logan
back.
was.
No, that
Logan
was
was a bit-
Logan of the Fox world. We finally
Yeah.
got that character as the comic accurate Wolverine. Finally.
So it's a different version.
Yeah.
So
Kane Feige only said that. Lol. It's okay. But yeah, coming to Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. They didn't say Tony Stark's version of it. I think
they confirmed it to be Victor
Yeah.
Von Doom.
So I don't know if any of you want to talk about the comic book history of the character or something, or directly get into it.
Yeah, actually, I was going through one of the videos by Comic Explained, and he just created a video about an hour ago where he explained that actually in another universe, Doom and Tony Stark were roommates, and Doom, of course, envied Tony Stark for being an asshole and still being the topper of the class, and that's how the rivalry began. And moreover, thing is, whosoever Doom had been roommates with, they were the toppers, and he was always the second one, always. But anyway, the most he envied was, of course, the Reed Richards, and the second one was Tony Stark. And that little bit of spark ignited into fire later on. And I was just continuing the video, but that's how far I've reached till now. So maybe perhaps in another universe, they will also show that Tony Stark and Doom had some connection. And Doom was maybe on the edge of dying and somehow transferred his consciousness to Tony Stark body?
Yeah, took on his body, right? Yeah, even I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
But like, I think purely like, I think me and Nolan were talking about this before the stream started. Like you put everything aside, like whether it is desperation or anything, the showmanship of Robert Downey Jr. when they brought him to stage, that was amazing. Like, he was like a rock star, man, just removing his mask and just, like, he was like absolutely celebrating that moment, and the audience going absolutely berserk. Like,
Lala over him.
Yeah, man. I wish I was there, man. I was telling this to Nona, man. I wish I was in the audience, but
don't worry, guys.
what
If I'll get
experience?
the passes, I'll call you.
Warner Brothers is watching,
trust me.
Warner Brothers is watching this.
so now they'll get jealous, right? So they'll offer him more.
Of
Mm,
That's
course,
the
they
thing.
would have to.
220 IQ.
Tactics.
If he's Tony Stark variant, it's bad. But yeah,
See,
what?
okay, so I have this point over here.
Yeah.
It's called this. So when we were having this chat in the group, I don't know who mentioned it. I guess Nolan did it. That Human Torch is actually not a variant of Captain America.
Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, they have the same faces. So it's also quite possible. Why are we keeping this possibility? Why not we keeping this possibility over here? That actually Doom could be actually a variant of Tony Stark. That could be a possibility, right? Why are we closing the gates over there? This could be a possibility.
He could be a variant, or he could be, same faces but different people.
Completely different characters.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not
I wonder if
Yeah,
they
in
even
that universe, maybe Tony Stark doesn't
if they even do
exist.
some makeup to make him look even a bit different.
He is
Yeah,
disfigured, right?
one more point comes over here, and I think that Robert Downey Jr.'s face would be shown less, because at the end it would be more.
Oh,
I
yeah,
I
don't
was
think that's
I
gonna
was
happen.
thinking something. What if, like, at the end of Fantastic Four movie they reveal post-credit whatever, or maybe in the film we always see Victor Doom, the character in the mask, and when the reveal
At the
happens and we're like Robert Downey Jr., that reveal would have been epic more, or this reveal
Yeah.
was epic more? What do you guys think?
In the movie, it definitely would have hit audiences harder, but I think.
Correct.
See,
Yeah.
they probably were unsure about the reaction. So right now, everyone would settle in and people would be like, okay, he is going to play Victor Von Doom. In the theater, people would have gone absolutely bizarre. They were like, what? How? Like, but
But
that reaction
this
would have been
will-
more priceless.
This will also sell more tickets.
Yeah, this would definitely sell more tickets. And I think the Fantastic Four director was aware of this like a while
Of
ago.
course, they
That's
had
what he
been
said.
planning this for quite some time. That's why the
This is,
film
I
was
don't think this is
starting
like
just the next week.
2 days ago
No,
they
the film is-
confirmed it. I think
Yeah,
it's
so I'm saying
been-
that Nona's theory actually holds weight because considering the director was involved in his casting, I mean, I don't know how involved.
I didn't think it was like, dude, do you think it's like he is? Just
He
you
is.
know that.
I think Marvel has become now the Apple, and like the DC's Android version, they will definitely Sai Ganesha has said that maybe James Gunn would do the same with Henry Cavill. They will cast him as Darkseid.
That would be great. I'm totally on board for that.
Nah.
I think more than Darkseid, I would love to see Henry Cavill as maybe like a Vandal Savage character. Like, I think that would
That's
be
a cool-
interesting. You know,
yeah.
something like. I was telling this to Nona earlier also. If they bring back Henry Cavill, it should be like a badass villain. Like, you know, a total big bad. That's how they
I
should
just
be.
want
Actually,
Henry
he could be a
Cavill
very
to
badass villain, just
deliver a
considering him as
big hit,
Wolverine.
man. I just want him to deliver a big blockbuster. Like I'm so sad
Henry
for
Cavill,
him.
right?
Yeah.
Like even
Like,
Argyle
Russo.
movie, right? Like
There's
it was
this
so
reason we
unique.
all love Henry Cavill. The entire universe loves Henry
Dude,
Cavill. I
even
was just hoping for.
People in the industry love him.
yeah.
Everyone loves this guy because he's so humble, he's so nice and everything. And
Sweet.
it's
And he has
worst
the best
thing
movie
happens
face
to
in the
him.
entire universe, multiverses.
Worst thing happens to him in every universe. Witcher,
Yeah.
then Superman, like everything.
Forget that. Even James Bond, the starting, he was in the final shortlist with Daniel Craig, and then he didn't get the part.
Oh man.
And even I guess he auditioned for Batman Begins as well,
Yeah.
and then Superman Returns as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, those- I don't see him coming to DC unless it's like a very like if you said Darkseid or Victor, like
Yeah,
some but it's like he played Superman, dude. Like it's like how if you become a what do you say? Hello, welcome Rohit. Different ID today.
Ro just came here because of me. He just saw AVJ.
I shared a pictures of more people come on. He only signed into. He isn't signed on to Ass movies. What?
RDJ maybe, is it?
I guess it's going to be a variant of Doom, but with face of RDJ, as we know, variant can different faces. Yeah, so I think we are getting into too much technical things.
Yeah.
Let's come to
Okay.
the point.
My question is, does it reek of Desperation?
Yeah, okay. I have a very strong opinion on this, but what do you guys think?
Yes.
First of all, you
That's
all
my
go.
question.
Rohit, start.
Start for whom?
Rohit.
So, like, what do you want me to talk about? The casting?
Does bringing RDJ back as Doctor Doom reek of Desperation from the MCU?
See, I'm sure this is also a financial and a strategic move, on behalf of Marvel. But look at what happened recently. Like, for example, Kang just got shelved. So many movies did not work for Marvel. Then Jonathan Majors got into an allegation, right? So not only are they, and now they are shelving and dealing with something which was supposed to be the plan in the long run, but they are going with the certified hits like Russo brothers, like RDJ. But I think it will be interesting on a story level to see how the man who wants to destroy the world has the face of the man who saved it all.
Sahil would be joining us soon. India one.
He said, right? New mask, same task.
Yeah.
Armor around the world.
But
Which
it's very,
reminded me of Age of Ultron when he said that armor around the world.
but it's interesting to see that this guy who saved it once will now destroy it all.
But
So,
would you
and
see it like that? Like, would you see it as
at least if I wrote the story, I would be incorporating stuff like this. It would be very interesting if, imagine, like, Doom just stabs Pepper, for example, right?
But isn't
And-
that like okay? Like I don't want to see a evil Tony Stark. I want to see a Doctor Doom. You get my point?
So then why bring the same actor back?
That there are multiple reasons.
I'm just playing devil's advocate just to hear everyone's thoughts.
Yeah, that's how debates work because otherwise no point. Okay, Rohit, before you continue, there's an interesting question for music and stuff. Hey guys, first time here. Thank you, like, share, subscribe. How much role do you think RDJ winning an Oscar for Oppenheimer would have played in him
Not
getting
much because
locked in?
Marvel
No.
was a
Guys.
sinking ship. They so desperate move.
I don't
and of
think
course,
Robert Downey Jr. needs Marvel. Marvel needs Robert Downey Jr.
Exactly.
Getting an
Actually
Oscar
anchored.
is his professional career as an actor is a great thing for that. But he's a bigger superstar than that.
Like, it's just an added bonus for them to show in the trailer that from Academy Award winner
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Not just the highest grossing actor ever.
Yeah.
Now an Oscar also.
Oscar winner as well.
Russo Brothers coming back is a big win for Marvel.
You asked this question to Rohit and then
Oh, sorry. No, I was just... Rohit didn't say anything, so I was just catching up on the chat.
filling the blanks.
Infinity War writer also joining Avengers. Rohit, are you saying something? Guys, so many people watching. Hit that like button, guys, so more people can join us for discussion.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Unless
Do
you're
dirty
watching
things to
in
it,
phone.
but only once.
Yes.
If you do it twice, the like goes away. They definitely threw at least $15
Nolan is being very
check.
desperate to get more likes.
I think Robert Jr. will take more, like he'll take more share in the profit than taking a fees
A fee.
before. So I think that really, in that sense, he'll make more money than just taking a big
I think
fee.
for Homecoming, he took like an insane amount for just like 5 minutes of
Yeah.
screen time, right?
It was not five.
Five.
I think more. Like I think more than screen time, his character was a big presence.
Impact. Yeah,
presence
the
in the
impact
film.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Homecoming. No shade.
This decision might take RDJ to new heights or make him fall. Like this is a make or break moment, you know.
Is it?
Okay, let me. Can I put my
Yeah, you
point?
go ahead because I feel like you're holding in your thoughts.
Yeah. So, Saiganishan says it just sucks that they are taking such a and fascinating character and reducing him to look. It's that actor who played a good guy. Now he's bad. Feels like gimmick casting.
That's an interesting point. I can see it.
So you know what I feel. By the way, Manoj podcast is nice. Shrikesh.
Hey, thanks.
See, I just want to say that
Manu is blushing now.
when I saw a lot of negative people, not negative. I get the Doctor Doom part that I'll keep aside. Him coming back, right? And Russo Brothers coming back, and it's being seen as a desperate move. That's the title of the video also. Good clickbaity title, but thank you. No, but looking at the
Or
desperate
maybe
move,
the real feelings of Nona. He just
no, but looking at it as a desperate move or a negative thing that they are just going back to it, and because they were going down, they're getting him back, and now they'll try to sell his face and more money and everything. I'm like, so what? Like, it's not a competition of principles here that they cannot do it. If they think they want to do that, they will do it. And I feel like I think we are very quick at judging and getting to a judgment quickly. Like, it's actually just 2-3 films in the in the recent times, or just say if just merit wise, also not just box office wise, 6 to 7 films out of 34 films which have not really worked. But the only thing is it has happened in the succession, But that doesn't make them go away, dude. They just with Deadpool, Wolverine, just 2 days box office, they finished $30 billion at the box office. They're definitely doing something right. And whatever we have seen, especially from Kevin Feige, from the studio, Deadpool and Wolverine is the biggest example of they did tamper Deadpool. Disney's film, right? Oh, Disney does this, the woke and this and that. They didn't even touch it. The only thing they said was, let's not get to drugs. And they made a joke out of that also in the film. That's the only, from studio, they said, let's not get to the drugs part. And they made a joke, like they let it happen. The creativity is not stopping there. So that studio has a great, track record. Kevin Feige has a great track record. He's passionate about the characters. If he's getting Robert Downey Jr. back for this character, there's definitely something he's cooking up. And then Russo Brothers back, whose 4 Marvel films are one of the best. We have done a tier ranking, and they are the top 4 films in that, So I'm like, there's nothing to say that, oh, this is the worst decision and everything's gonna go shit. And even if it's like, they are the lowest of the point and this is the way they've come back, so what, man? We are the ones who are going to rush on the first show to watch it anyways, right? And I have big trust. They have to really go wrong with it for it to not work at all, So I'm like, they definitely have a plan. It's not, dude, Robert Downey Jr., whatever they have, like the easiest thing, phase 4, phase 5 would have been repeat the same thing they have done. And they didn't do it. They experimented and they failed. And they tried again. They tried different things and it didn't work out. They, spread themselves too thin, Disney Plus shows. Now, again, they cut all of that. They're back to it. They're changing. They're not being egoistic. Oh, Marvel, we can do anything and we'll sell anything to you. It didn't work out. They're changing their plan. So I'm like, we are just too quick and jumping this point. Are now this is the break and make point for them. If it's work, great. If it not, it's the end of Marvel. And I think we are just too much getting into all of this without it's just
How are Marvel's being
announcement.
too quick to change their whatever they are doing? Because they have been changing a lot of things in the last 4 years.
Yeah, so that's the point, right?
So
See,
if they
we are
can be quick,
just.
why can't the audience be?
I didn't get you.
You will never get me.
That's separate.
I think he's in agreement with you. It's not a.
No, I didn't get
No, so ma-
what he said.
I'm saying, see, like you were saying that the audience is being very judgy right now. We are becoming very judgy, like Robert Downey Jr. is back. Like this, this is a desperate move. A lot of things that totally get me apart. But apart from that, we look at the Marvel Studios that even they have been quick, very quick in making a lot of content in the last couple of years. Like there was at this time when 1 to 3 movies used to release. Now there have been a lot of content which has been produced. Doesn't matter if it's coming from Disney. It's still Marvel, right? So they have been very quick, creating this, that, what is season 1, what is season 2, Loki 1, Loki 2. Loki worked out, but still, a lot of things they have been pushing a lot. They have been very quick. Now this and that's why the CGI quality is even degrading. There's a reason why the CGI is degrading, because of the quickness. So if they are being very quick and they, instead of taking some time after Endgame, as I've been mentioning so much in the chats today, they could have taken some break, maybe a year or two. They could have actually gone through some changes and pivot. They did not do that, and still the next to next year, like, can you imagine? Just next 2 years, we are going to see RDJ again, but in a different role as one of the main villains. Not the main one of the main villain. The main villain. Isn't that quick? Endgame has happened 5 years ago.
My point
The memories
is,
are still fresh.
my
The memories are
point
still
is,
fresh.
it will not matter. That's what I'm saying. I have enough trust in them that they'll make it work. And we'll be 3 years after today. That day after watching the film, we'll be sitting and discussing that movie without even answering. Maybe they did it well. Maybe they
So
failed.
I just will still be around that time, like IGS.
That is, guys, all on you. Like, subscribe, guys. Make us survive till that year.
Hey guys, just one thing, one random. Sorry, this is out of the context. Have you guys seen Maharaj film?
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
Maharaja or Maharaj?
The
The Vijay Sethupathi,
Vijay-
huh? Vijay Sethupathi.
अभी तक नहीं देखा मतलब।
Maharaja. It's
I've heard
Maharaja.
good things about it.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
a good film?
Yeah.
It's having a remake by Amir Khan.
Which is the worst idea. But I've also heard that.
You agree on this part, right?
Dude, remaking a current film which is available in the dubs on
Stupid.
for everyone, like what's the logic in that, which is highly talked about. People who watch Hindi films are watching that film. Why would you remake that? Like, haven't you learned your lesson from Lal Singh Chadda? Well, you made a remake of a
Exactly.
20-30-year-old film, that didn't work.
That too,
that
which is
didn't work, right?
celebrated.
Yeah,
So that didn't work. So he's trying a new one.
like Shaitan worked because it was a, first of all, horror, which is not a lot we find in Indian
It wasn't
cinema.
available that
And
much.
the remake was actually removed from everywhere. There was no Hindi dub for it. So, and it was not a popular film or a big face film, right? It was not like best Gujarati film. A lot of people have seen it. So that's what happened. Drishyam. In Drishyam, there was no accessibility to watch the original. That's why it worked. And then it became a cult of its own. But here it's like it's already become a big thing, and now you're like, oh, it's become big. So why you're remaking? What's the point? Unless you change. But in it, we don't remake for change. We remake so just copy paste the success formula and earn more money. So I don't understand why unless they're changing the story a bit or something like that. I don't think what's the point of it. Stupid.
Maybe the ending or something like that they did with Shaitan and other remakes.
Like Maharaja ending is quite twisted and dark. So, but that it doesn't
Maybe
make
they could
sense.
put
If you
more
remake it,
twist.
it doesn't make sense. That the ending is only what makes it special. But anyways.
It's a real RDJ big coming back move from Amir Khan.
But and I think I think what they're doing with Russo is, again, I think they even mentioned that they came back because the storyline and the way they wanted to go, the Kevin Feige wanted to go with Secret Wars and everything, the multiverse gang and all, Russo brothers were not interested in that storyline.
Hmm.
And now they are actually pivoting because Kang, whatever. Even Quantum Mania
What
didn't
if
work
this
actually.
was an entire
Hey,
what if
Nolan
this was
here.
an what if this was actually an entire plan? They had this plan to remove Jonathan Majors, the big studios.
So they made Quantum Mania verse movie.
Yeah, and that's how they actually wanted Russo brothers to somehow come on board. And
So I
what?
saw a tweet today. Like it's like when in a boxing match or a wrestling match, when the fighter gets injured or retired,
Dude, it's
when the
visible on screen.
Manoj extended cameo.
extended. No, but I like just coming back to it, like when an actor like or in a wrestling match or a professional like fighting match, when the fighter gets retired or injured, if the match gets delayed and then they restart the match with an even bigger fighter. That's like the general rule of entertainment. So in many ways, for me, this like I saw a tweet and it really resonated with me. Like Jonathan Mayer's going out, and then they had to bring in something bigger. And I think the whole RDJ casting has to be with that. Like I think if the whole Jonathan Mayer storyline was working out, there's no way that they would have even thought of bringing back RDJ.
I said this from the beginning. From the start. I said it from the start. They were going to use Doom to save the MCU after the entire Jonathan Majors debacle. From the start. And Nuna was like, just shut up. And
I always say shut up to you for bringing Null. Not for anything else.
Even Doom.
No,
You
no.
said Null and Doom.
I like Doom, you're just getting too much Doom. Wait for them to do it. And now they done it, now you
Guys,
can talk.
if not Robert Downey Jr., who could have been there and still made this huge impact?
See, Russo brothers said the best actor
Just
in
one
the
actor
world to
name.
play this
Don't get
best
into the nitty
character.
gritty. Just one actor name.
I heard people saying Jared Leto in the crowd.
Jared Leto.
No, so okay, this I want to mention. There are so many videos, right, of people in the audience recording it. And watching all everyone is shouting a different actor's name before the reveal happens. Someone like Jared Leto, someone like Leonardo DiCaprio. They're just random names they're taking.
Actually, apart from if they hadn't somehow RDJ hadn't happened, I think this could have been a good point to bring Tom Cruise.
As Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
What
Tom
I
Cruise
feel,
never joined the
right?
MCU.
What I feel, right? Coming back to the Russo brothers point, again, like Infinity War Endgame, they're using Infinity War to set up the villain. It's a Thanos story, right? He's the protagonist in a sense. So I think they're doing the same with the Avengers Doom's world, where
Like,
Doom
it's
will
like-
be the
yeah.
main character and they'll explore the character there. And then next movie is the Secret Wars. And I think that's the reason they are getting like Robert Downey Jr. for it.
It reminds me a little bit of how Guardians set up Thanos, and then you had so in the same way Fantastic Four will
Yeah.
set up Doctor Doom.
There's
and
one
then,
more thing. I wish they could have delayed the film a year or two so that in the upcoming films they would have done the same in the post-credit scene. Slowly build up.
Disney
And they
needs
should
that
have revealed
money.
the face. They shouldn't have revealed the face, and they should have done that in maybe in the 2026 SDCC.
I still don't
No,
see-
26, the movie would have come before, no?
The chats are visible, right? to
No,
the
I'm
stream?
saying if
No.
the movie had been,
No.
if the movie was going to release in 27 or 2028, I'm talking about the Doomsday, in the next couple of years, in the post-credit scenes, they should have shown that Doomsday is coming. Doctor Doom is coming. They should have revealed the face. And in the San Diego Comic Con, the year before the film was going to release, they should have revealed that he's going to play it.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't-
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Because they don't have the bandwidth to stretch it out so much and to like how they introduced Thanos or how they were introducing Kang slowly to build up to the Kang dynasty. So that didn't work out, right? To again cast a new actor for this big
that did
bad
not work out
villain.
because of the other things, right? But it
No.
worked out
I'm
with
not talking
Thanos.
about the outside case. I'm talking about the character. Setting a new character, then actor's face, right? Then giving him a character that resonates with the audience and building up. That takes time. I think that's why they got not Tony, RDJ.
John Abraham.
They got
Actually, that actor would have worked. That actor would have worked. You know why? No expressions needed. Just put on a mask and no expressions needed.
no, but I feel like to avoid all that directly, I think they're gonna build up what we were discussing in the beginning, right? That
Rohit, good
they're
one.
gonna build up the stop, man. Let me talk.
The stream, like the people watching will be like, "What? Why are they laughing?"
Nona has censored our internal chat, which used to appear before.
I'm saying
I think Kang would be killed in the very beginning of Doom,
no,
Avengers Doomsday. Just
no.
They not even mention Kang now.
I think either they will recast and see that's what Kevin Feige does. He will never, abandon his characters or the things he create. He has always, if the films didn't work, characters didn't work, he always brings them in a good way and redeems them.
War Machine.
So I'm
War
sure
Machine,
he'll
War
gonna.
Machine, War Machine.
No, but the character came back, right? So
I think he's gonna
Yeah,
bring
but,
Kang back in a
different
way,
actor, different
and
actor.
we will get Kang in some way or form, but not right now. But I'm saying, I think they're gonna use RDJ as Doctor Doom in a way so that there are more stakes for us as audience, so we connect to the narrative and the character more, and then just casting a new actor who has no, history with these characters. I think that's my point.
Guys, imagine. Sorry, please, no, continue. So sorry. Yeah.
I'm saying they wanted someone to, kind of ground it and anchor it, a character from whom they can build everything around. Because if you bring a new character again now after Kang, then again you have to build so much setup, then you have to create these, maybe a movie before that makes sense. Now Robert Downey Jr. is there. There's a
What I
similar
mean
phase.
was, don't show his face. Don't show his face. Somehow, just Kang is getting beaten up by Doomsday and is killed.
No, it's cheap, right? That makes no sense.
Like something what the actor did.
They should do what I said, like they connect all the multiverse storylines in one post-credit scene, and like it was all Doom all along.
I think it'll be similar to like Thanos killing Loki in the start of Infinity War. They'll probably
That's
do
what I
something
was
like
saying.
that.
That's what I was saying. The beginning of Infinity War. Also,
No,
one more thing.
But Kang the Conqueror is already dead, so we can't do Doom killing the entire council of Kangs now, can we?
It'd be an awesome. It should be like a one-shot Kingsman church scene, like him just.
That would be awesome. Like Marvel should be taking notes right now. They should do this. And give
Actually,
us-
what would be the real Avengers Doomsday? If actually by the end of this year, or maybe by next year, Robert Downey Jr. actually gets some kind of controversy, that would be the real Doomsday.
I think now he plays it too safe because of his like younger years when he went into so much controversy. So
Just
Dude,
hypothetical situation we are talking about.
why people love him is that because he's that underdog story, right?
yeah,
Everything went to shit and then the comeback he made. That's why people love him. So I think
I think
that's
like
gonna happen.
it's interesting they call it Doomsday. Like it reminded me of Superman.
Exactly.
Even I thought so.
The first instinct was Doomsday.
Oh, what if Henry Cavill was Doctor Doom?
Okay.
That could have been cool.
Aditya says it's definitely an easy route casting RDJ's Doom. I think they bought the thought process is that it won't
Very
take
style,
as much
man, very
time
style.
for setting up the big bats into a very familiar face. I agree, Aditya. I agree. It's an easy route, but why we are putting them in a thing that how can they take easy tasks? They are Marvel. Like, what is this? Expectations from them to be the purest and romanticizing that fact that Marvel has to be very always build things in order and all of that. Like,
I think that's
who's stopping them to do that, right?
You know why this criticism is coming? Because when you look at the first saga, right, the whole Thanos thing, they took their time, they built that all up. But now it's almost like they're a little bit out of time. With the movie's not working out with Jonathan Major's controversy and everything. So it's like I'm sure that there will be pressure from Disney, right, on Kevin Feige to get those results back in, like how it was during Infinity War, how it was during Endgame. So I think the pressure they probably
Shelley's
just
over
went.
here.
Hi, Shelly. They probably went back to the drawing board and they were like, okay, what can we do to make things back to track again? And, bringing back the Russo brothers, bringing back RDJ, it all reeks of that. But I just hope if they have a compelling narrative, I don't care. Like if the narrative is compelling enough, then it should be good to go.
I still can't picture RDJ as Doom because like Doom and Tony Stark are like polar opposites personality wise.
I think that's the fun part, right? For him to play that character, that's the fun part that will seem very differently.
So funny thing is, in the 2005 version, right, RDJ actually auditioned for Doctor Doom, like for the 2005 version. So
there's an interview segment of Favreau and him talking about playing Doctor Doom. Oh my God. And Shelly's back yet again with 10 memberships. Thank you, Shelly, so much. YouTube didn't send you notification. I'll talk to YouTube.
I just want to see an infamous Iron Man arc. If they're going with this thing, like he's going to be a variant of Tony, right? Because the infamous Iron Man comics are very interesting. You
Can you
know,
please give the context of the story in a line or two? I'm going to use the content for my next video, which I'm supposed to upload
so
next
basically,
morning.
it's
I'm just here for the content. Trust me on this part. I'm an a-hole.
just
No,
like
that's
Marvel.
YouTube, being a YouTuber.
Or a YouTuber.
Basically, Tony Stark becomes evil. I think there is like a body swap thing where all the Avengers, all the good Avengers become like bad versions of the Avengers, and when they revert, Tony is the only one who does not revert. So he has the consciousness of the bad Tony Stark.
So, is that bad Tony Stark or is that Doom in his body?
No, it's not Doom in his body. I don't know how did he become Doctor Doom, but I will definitely be doing my research a little because I think I am always
Can you do it in next 1 hour?
No.
रॉयल्टी कितनी मिलेगी उस पर डिपेंड होता है
रॉयल्टी यार मैं खुद पैसे नहीं कमा रहा रॉयल्टी का दूं
I can do internship with Abhineet.
free wali.
You'll get
Experience certificate.
Getting plays at Prime.
Experience
Please, man,
certificate.
please.
But I am interested in the fact that you can make a very interesting story where, like, I have been always advocating for this ever since the announcement was made because it can be a very interesting conundrum for characters like Peter or, for example, Rhodey or Pepper for that matter to see this world-destroying villain have the face of the world's greatest hero. It can be such an interesting potential storyline because that would be using the multiverse saga to its fullest emotionally because that will create the conflict which we require from a saga like this. So I think Russo brothers will cook. Just give them some time, let them cook.
And
they have 2 years.
and they love Secret Wars storyline. When I think Endgame happened, the interviews they said, we're gonna move away from Marvel, but if we had to come back, what they want to do is Secret Wars. And then when Secret Wars was announced, people were saying Russo brothers, but Kevin Feige and whatever, they were trying different directors, and different directors were associated with Kang. I think Kang, the director of Shang-Chi, was associated. And then all of this didn't work out. Even Russo brothers films they were doing outside Marvel didn't work out, right? So
they're directing both the films, right?
yeah.
Yes.
And I think which is a good thing, because they did Winter Soldier, Captain America, Civil War, that kind of built up to Infinity War, Endgame. So it became a whole arc for them. So it's good they are doing both the films.
I mean, Russo brothers now have produced very interesting stuff. Like, for example, both the Extraction films. If they can bring action sequences like that to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think it would be very interesting. Although the Grey Man also did not work out, it had good action scenes.
It's interesting.
I think
you said Extraction because the stunt coordinator of Winter Soldier directed Extraction, right?
Yeah, he's a
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Guys, do you think the Deadpool and Wolverine hype has died?
Yeah,
No,
not died, but it has overtaken by that news, definitely.
I mean-
I'm not getting views, man.
I mean, it's not dead, but the thing is, everybody who had to watch the film and were excited about what to
Like
get
now-
from that.
Now the general
Yeah,
audience
already.
will come in. Like the fans have, like weekend fans have, like already made it the highest grossing R-rated film, and now it will go on as I don't think they have big releases coming. Borderlands is
think
coming
so.
next week, next to next week, I think.
Yeah.
August में
Spirit 2 is releasing. Will that be a big competition?
15th, right? So there's a lot of India. So
In
there's
Indian,
not
yeah,
much.
India,
Indian
mein to, of
market.
course, it
India
would be.
first weekend only it will done whatever it has to do.
I don't know if like general audiences are excited for this, but Alien Romulus is coming out.
Yeah,
I
It's
highly doubted about Jin.
Hollywood, it's
I
a
highly doubt.
big franchise. So I don't know. In India, I don't think people care.
They are
I
not
get-
even much.
I care. Am I not Indian, Nona?
Are it's like, dude,
Oh man. Oh god.
I said not
Damn.
many care. So like 0.1% people, not even 0.0001%.
Am I not good enough to stand for the national anthem?
Yeah.
Santosh.
Okay, I want to take this chat. Saga Nation says, Isn't it an admission? Russo brothers said at the end of Endgame that they thought they would never right? They didn't say they will never come back. Post Endgame, Russo's career and Marvel went to shit. It's an admission of Marvel couldn't develop new and exciting young directors to help the MCU and the important Avengers franchise. My thing is, right, yes, it's an admission. So what? Like they never said that we'll never do something like this, and now they're doing it and they're hypocrite or something. Dude, they want to make a successful film. They want to, earn money at the box office. They'll do whatever it takes to do that. What does it matter?
Whatever it takes, they can do it till 90.
Yes,
I
whatever
also
it takes.
think like the market has changed a lot. Like way back in phase 2, you could bring in any new director and under the studio system, you could sort of dictate him and make a movie. It would be successful. That back then that used to work, but now that doesn't work anymore. So you need more experience.
One more thing to that point, experience. They didn't give Russo brothers directly an Avenger film. They given the Captain America movie, then the sequel to that.
Yeah.
Then they thought, okay, they are ready to helm a big project, which is 2 films.
Exactly.
And now we have seen, we didn't get Sean Levy, maybe you can say he was a good director in the past, or John Watts got No Way Home. But again, those directors did those films and then they were tired. John Watts was tired. Now Matt Shackman came for Fantastic Four. So I think they will build these directors who can slowly make a big
on the mantle,
big
take
film,
on the mantle.
but they didn't get any, so they got Russo brothers back. It's better to get a good movie from Russo brothers than to get experiment from another director who has never done it. That's my point.
I'm like, Marvel भी confused हो रहा होगा यहाँ पे बैठ के कि भाई तुमको शी-हल्क भी नहीं चाहिए, तुमको RDJ भी नहीं चाहिए, तुमको क्या चाहिए भाई? Like, just let them do their thing, na. The problem is, like superhero fan groups, superhero fan clubs become toxic echo chambers after a point. Where you can't do anything. मतलब कुछ भी करो गलत होगा ही. So
like,
better do what.
They think they know how, they know the thing. They are experts and they know what is the right thing to do and what's not. Right, Shiki?
Sorry?
No, nothing.
No,
Bro, I'm here for you, okay? I'm here to bring views for you.
Yes, and it's happening. We have so many people today.
Nona is saying all this, but few months ago he only put the name of a stream. How do we fix Marvel?
No, I'm not saying they didn't make bad films, right?
No,
I'm not saying they didn't make bad films. And you message me on Instagram. I have never said a movie is bad if I've not seen the movie. I never complain about a movie before seeing a movie. I still
I can
say
see a sniper line coming up.
No, I'll get him
in the
soon.
beginning
I'll
of the
get
stream.
him soon.
Haven't they learned their lesson?
No, I still believe Ant-Man and Quantumania was
I'm not
a
talking
good
about Ant-Man,
film.
I'm talking about Maharaja. When you can have an opinion about the Maharaja, which the film is not even made, how can you
No,
say
I'm
that,
saying the decision is
Hindi
stupid.
remake. Yeah, the Hindi remake.
I'm saying the decision
But what
of
the
that is
decision
stupid
actually
with the
good and the
facts
movie
of what
turns
has
out-
happened.
What-
If they
what
remake the
movie
film,
turned out
film
to be
will be
good?
good. I'm not saying film will be bad. Because the
What
story
is
is
the
proven,
song
right?
about,
Story is
Lazim
proven.
Chadda a few minutes back.
Which I've seen, no? That I can say.
But then you
But
said
actually,
they
I
haven't
like the
learned the
film, so
lessons.
I'm not even saying it was worst film.
But
I said it didn't
then
work.
why did you say that? They
I said
haven't
it didn't
learned the
work.
lesson?
It didn't work, and I'm liking the film is two separate things.
Like,
No,
you
that's throwing up.
cannot remake the DCU, right? Like, you can only remake a Maharaja.
No, Nona's t-shirt was white before this conversation started.
What about Kang now?
Gone.
Kang and Doom.
Kang is doomed.
Gang just got banged, man.
Kang is doomed.
Out of the picture now.
You're gonna get a Doom Kang bang.
Kang is doomed.
I guess 27th July onwards, nobody will care about Kang anymore.
Why
I don't
27?
know.
Oh, 27 July was yesterday.
Yeah. No, actually, because it was 27 July in the US now. So according to them, it happened 27 July. We are living in the future.
Okay, there's a very
My God.
a comment
Is
by
this
Sai
date-
Ganeshan I cannot read on stream, so I'll copy paste.
Ah.
I'll copy paste it in here.
Okay, thanks.
What?
It's about a punch. How did we? Kevin Feige hired shitty writers and directors, and now he has hurried to conclusion of multiverse saga. Guys, RDJ in Oppenheimer made me believe that he can play a villain very well. Ah, nice.
Yeah, actually.
Russo already said he's playing Victor Van Doom and not a variant of Stark. That's what they said. They mentioned Victor Von Doom, not Tony version of Tony Stark or something. Which I would have not liked. If they said that Tony Stark is coming back and announced like this, I was like, no, I am not a fan of this. Thank you. Okay, we just got RDJ back and I called no take backsies. Damn it, now we will never see him in anything interesting again. Ah, come on, Shelly. He did even an Oscar. I think it's okay.
Nolan will bring him back. Nolan always reuses his actors.
That's true.
What if Nolan was casted in an MCU film? What role would he be good at?
Which Nolan you're
Nolan?
talking about?
Which Nolan now?
Sorry, Nona. I mean.
No.
Nona.
There's a lot of
So
difference
sorry,
between Nolan and Nona.
My bad. My
Different
bad.
religion, different hairstyle.
If Nona was cast in a MCU film, he would play Kingo.
Are this guy and this Kingo, man. From which angle I still don't understand.
Kingo, that
Exactly.
Eternals guy, right?
Are Eternals the
Kumail Nanjiani.
his what do you call
Oh,
his
Kumail
PA?
Nanjiani.
His
Oh, okay, understood. The guy shooting the stuff, right?
yeah.
What about Manoj?
Nah.
Manoj is
Why?
he,
Why
like
are we in
with
this
beard
discussion?
style and all Tony Stark kind of feel, but I don't know.
I can be a discount Wolverine, a reject Wolverine from a failed world.
A Wolverine who
Rohit?
never, became Wolverine and joined an IT
Yes.
sector.
Yes.
What about Rohit? He can play any character. He can play different characters of Rohit. Different
He
variants.
doesn't
of
have a
Rohit.
face, no, that's why.
I think
Rohit can play this guy, man. Arnim Zola.
the amount of times I tried to get the stream cancelled, I should be like Kang.
Good.
So Saiganation
Manoj will be
says
replaced by Sahil.
some options for directors could
On
have
me.
been Sean Levy. He said no. Ryan Coogler,
Yeah.
I think, is busy with his own projects he wants to focus on. Sam Raimi, I'm not a big fan of the Multiverse of Madness. Sorry. Benson and Moorhead, Loki season 2 creators. No, that's a TV show. First, let them make a film. Then you can think, okay, they can do.
I
more.
think out of all the choice,
Russo brothers
only-
is the best option. Are
Yeah.
the best.
yeah, I think only Sean Levy and Sam Raimi came close because they're like seasoned directors. But I think Russo brothers, they have the experience of an Avengers film. So.
Yeah, dude,
What if Taika Waititi was going to die? I'm just-
Oh shit.
dude,
Keep it
I
away.
don't Marvel's job is not to bring new people and artists to the forefront. That's not their job. Their job is to make good
They've already
films.
done that.
That job
They
is to
created
send
Russo
me
brothers into stardom. They gave Tony Stark Robert Downey Jr. stardom. They made so many people big stars. Now you want them to do it again, and if they're bringing them back, then you are only telling them, see, they are doing this wrong thing. Like there's nothing wrong in it. Like, dude,
No.
Marvel is not a public thing that we have voted and now they have to listen to us. It's their private entity. They can do whatever they want.
Varun, did you enjoy Gadar 2?
No, man.
Yeah.
I would say there's a bit of nostalgia
No.
that's really fun to watch. With Sunny Deol, but acting, story is so cringe. It's just cringe film.
They brought back Sunny Deol in the same character. And even the entire cast. Still, you have a problem with that.
It's the same film.
And they can do anything. Okay?
There's
They
very,
can do anything.
there's actually a
We
very,
haven't voted them. It's not a democracy when it comes to the films.
there's a very funny scene they did.
I'm sure that
right?
you're looking forward to Border 2 as well, right?
Yeah. Border 2. Let's see. But the same
Border 2
style would not work. They need
Border
to
2
adapt themselves to today's time.
Yeah, Rohit.
That
Border 2 is coming. It's a bigger shocking for rather than in comparison to Robert Downey Jr. Border 2 is coming.
Sunny Deol and
Border-
Ayushmann Khurrana right now.
Order to the Kargil War returns.
Dude, will get us cancelled, huh?
Actually, Rohit, that was not good to say. I'm playing safe over here.
By the way, so Gadar 2 has a really actually well done moment, I would say. So he's in Pakistan and people are running behind him and he sees a hand pump.
Hand pump.
Yeah,
And he
I
goes
saw
to
this.
the hand pump and people get scared and they run away. But he doesn't pick, like, it's like a very cheeky scene. It's a Marvel movie kind of a scene where you think he'll just do it again, but
so
he doesn't do
comparing
it.
a Bollywood film that Marvel did wrong.
No,
It's usually the opposite, right?
yeah, something is going wrong.
Yeah,
You- all
something
of you are
definitely going
lagging.
wrong.
Wait. Who's
Am I
this?
lagging?
Wait, don't say anything. Rohit, say something.
Yo, what is up?
Yeah, it's your mic. I'm getting DJ beat.
Is it okay now?
Yeah. Thoughts on, let's go to Fantastic Four now. Thoughts on Fantastic Four. The leaked
so I'll
version
start,
is
I'll
shared
start,
by
I'll
Manoj.
start.
So
I'll
No,
start.
no, I didn't say. I didn't share
I'm your-
anything.
I'm the one.
Fan force stick.
Go ahead, Harneet.
So the actual Marvel project that I'm really excited. That's why I wanted Sahil to be here. The real project that I'm actually excited about are Fantastic Four and Captain America 4. Although Fantastic Four is not a sequel, but 4. The thing is, Fantastic Four and Captain America 4, really exciting. A really exciting project I'm looking forward to. Really.
I love that they're setting, like, the treatment will be so different, like 60s futuristic world. Like,
Absolutely. This is one of the prime reasons why I'm in so much.
and
looking
in the
forward to it.
interview, director said that they are not doing an origin story. And I kind of
Yeah,
like
that's
this
fine,
fact
that's
that
fine.
the Batman, now the Superman movie, now this movie, like these, they understand that people know what superheroes are. You don't need to establish
exactly.
the origin
We don't
every
need to
movie.
Like, you know what? Even the Batman 1989, they did not
Yeah,
do an
we just
origin
directly
story.
get
He
into
was
it.
Michael
Yeah.
Keaton was established as a Batman. So
Yeah.
it's fine. We are happy with that. Like
I think
even Tom
it's
Holland, he
good
was established as
because we already
Spider-Man
got two versions, right, of the origin. So that's like Spider-Man, right? We don't need an origin again and again.
Yeah.
I like
And
the
that's why maybe it was criticized when Uncle Ben's death happened in The Amazing Spider-Man. It was so
Yes.
early.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was so early.
yeah.
You didn't feel it because you already saw it just a few years back.
Spoiler alert, Uncle Ben is going to die. And he will give the responsibility speech before he dies.
And I think
So, we
because
knew
you
it
are
was
doing
coming.
an origin story again, you are trying to make it different, right? The same thing.
Guys,
different.
I have thought, what if Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield was going to be Doctor Doom?
Nah.
I think it wouldn't
See,
work
it's
because
a
there's
it's
still
a
scope for them
Marvel
to come
it's
back.
a Marvel big, like, what do you say, storyline, MCU storyline. So you would want, if you're getting a actor back, you want an actor from the Marvel world, not from other franchises. But I know secret was we're gonna have Doctor Doom, Tobey Maguire, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. So
Andrew
all of them
Garfield.
come, like from every universe will have an actor showing up, and which
But will we have another Robert Downey Jr.'s variant as Iron Man?
I think we'll have Chris Evans as Captain America, or we may have,
not
or may have
Robert Downey.
Or
Spider-Man,
Captain Hydra.
or we may have
One more
Spider.
villain.
Oh no, maybe Peggy Carter, and we may have Spider-Man instead.
Oh, it would be so funny if Deadpool shows up there, and just starts calling all of them by their actor names instead of the character
Tell me
names.
one thing.
Deadpool is definitely showing up.
Tell me one thing. If
And
any
he
of
will
you
die,
have,
na? That's what
if
the
any of you
scene that
have,
just happened in the battle world. Deadpool 3.
what?
I got confused between both of
Okay,
the.
in Deadpool 3, there's a scene, right, where he dies and Thor is crying over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene is definitely from Secret Wars. And this will happen for sure.
No. I'm saying if any of you have read Deadpool comics, I don't know if when Deadpool comics, he'll break the fourth wall. But what happens when Deadpool shows up in other comics or other
He still
storylines?
breaks the
He
fourth
does
wall,
still
right?
breaks it.
He does. He
Like in
does.
Secret
Yeah.
Wars, if he's breaking fourth wall, I don't think it will work with the setting.
There was this-
Scenario, like it's going to be a serious film. I don't actually personally wouldn't want that to happen. Like I just hated the airport fight scene in Civil War. It was a comedy fight scene. It was supposed to be a serious one. And it happens towards the end when War Machine gets hit. Yeah. So
No, I like that actually. I like Spider-Man's banter in the fight.
See, I
course,
think
but
you can have one or two moments where he breaks the fourth wall. That's it. Like you need to put a limit on that. It should not interfere with the
But
storytelling.
I would say, but if you get him and don't break fourth wall, he cannot be, curse also because not going to be R-rated. Then
So
what's the
they
point
will
of
find,
having
They will
him?
find different ways. Like maybe he will curse, but like a loud, like a lorry
Yeah.
goes past him.
language.
No. Maybe he curses and then he bleeps and he's like, Why the bleep, are you bleeping me out?
No.
Oh yeah.
That will take you out of the film, man.
That's so they had to choose their moments very carefully when they do that in the movie.
Like how they balanced in
final it would
Infinity
be
War
good.
and Endgame, right? How they balanced all the characters. Again,
See, actually,
Guardians is
when,
very different
Captain
tone,
America
right?
says Avengers assemble and the entire team is over there and they go for fight. Do you remember that? That was actually quite a funny scene when David Bautista, what was the character's name?
Drax.
Drax. Runs over a guy and then he's just stabbing him back to back.
Yeah.
We all giggled over that scene. So similar in that one moment or for a second or two, they can do something like that.
Yeah.
But not create an entire joke around it.
Rohit. Yeah.
I'm getting.
Okay. Shelly has the question, guys. What in the wide world of sports is a sacred timeline? Who is it gonna explain it? Rohit.
What?
Your
Is
mic.
it echoing?
It's
Your
it's
mic
like,
is like giving us beats.
It's like your mom calling from the kitchen for dinner. He's like, what?
Yeah, who's gonna explain sacred timeline to Shelly?
See, I'm a DC guy, so I can't explain.
So basically, the sacred timeline is the timeline in which, right now, currently, the sacred timeline is the timeline in which Loki originates from, because that is the timeline they are preserving. So, because if that timeline goes away, then the TVA also will go away. So they
The
have to
worst
make it
explanation possible.
See, Sacred Timeline
Timeline
is just
a
the movie
universe, in
timeline.
simple word, a
Yeah.
universe where the events are happening. Okay. And in another universe, the same events are happening, but from a different take. Maybe different actors could be doing the same thing, or maybe they could have the same event, but happening in a different way. So, but the main universe would be considered the sacred timeline, where the more events are happening. And simple words, wherever the MCU takes place is in the sacred timeline. Everything around it.
Whatever
is,
you have
not
seen
sacred.
till Endgame and all
Yeah,
the characters
MCU
who
timeline,
follow,
yeah.
they are the sacred timeline.
sacred timeline.
Even
See, Witcher
no.
has the Marvel long logo. That's the Sacred Timeline. Those movies.
No, but even Secret Timeline is not just one timeline, right?
No, it is one time.
No. Secret Timeline is basically all the original universes.
Why are you saying universes?
So
It's just one, right?
like when they say Earth 616,
Okay.
right? That is one universe. Sacred Timeline is multiple universes who are in their right direction. Because it's multiple.
I think that's complicating it too much.
Yeah.
Oh no, not
Sacred
for her.
timeline-
I think explanation is done. I'm asking for myself.
No,
Because
sacred timeline is just one timeline.
dude,
It's
in
one
Loki,
universe, one
in
timeline.
Loki season, when they kept hopping in timelines, they went to different timelines, sacred timeline. They went to different timeline, whatever branch timeline. Then they went to different things, sacred timeline. So they are within sacred timeline. There are multiple timelines. One of the timeline, one of the universes is 616. They are like the Sam Raimi world is a different timeline in the sacred timeline because it's a sacred. It's not a branch timeline. It's not come out of something went wrong and a different universe started. Like Fox
I
is
think,
also
yeah,
sacred timeline.
That could make sense. That's why, like, even in Deadpool 3, they write like Earth 616, then Sacred Timeline. So, like, they're trying to sort of keep
Yeah,
it to
so
the MCU.
I'm not very sure of how. Shelly, so
Maybe
we
Varun.
can't answer you.
We need Varun for this.
I don't think anyone would except Kevin Feige. And I think he joked also at the end of the panel. So any questions? No? Great. You kind of made a fun that everyone has questions for how this will work.
I would like to quote Nolan here. You don't have to understand it, you just have to feel it.
Again, which Nolan?
This is a Christopher one.
What do you do with all the heroes that no one cares about in past 6 movies that were flops? Dude,
You put them in the void and give them an ending. Deadpool 4.
no, but the characters who matter. See, Thunderbolts, most of the characters are people who we really don't care about, but they're coming together in a way, right? So I think Marvel always uses those characters in a fun way to bring them back. So it will happen. Don't worry. The Bye 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 song from the opening scene in Deadpool 3 is what I'm listening to on loop now. Same with Rohit. I guess we need Professor Mulchandani for this. Yes, who hasn't shown up? Rohit, can you make the call? Also, Michael Giacchino is back to compose score for Fantastic Four. First Steps. That's a new title though. First Steps.
Yeah, First Steps.
It's on a similar ground to what the Americans achieved in the 60s, or the
Yeah.
mankind achieved in the 60s.
Or did they?
There's a movie, right? Fly to the Moon, something, the Channing Tatum movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Dude, the First Man movie, no, with Ryan Gosling.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's a beautiful
That's a
movie.
beautiful movie. About Captain America 4,
The
they
same,
showed some.
actually, it's a remake of the film which happened in 1969 called Apollo 11.
69.
Yeah. Which was actually the behind the scenes of the.
Correct. But the movie was released in 2018.
Yeah. Giancarlo Esposito confirms he's playing the
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo.
Breaking.
Yeah.
मैं
what?
हूँ Gian, that Gian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is he playing?
Nicer.
Nolan was waiting.
King of the Serpent Society, Sidewinder.
Sidewinder, right?
Which is interesting that he was not the part of the story first. And they added this character in the reshoot.
Yeah.
So that they literally created a whole character and added it in the story. So that's very interesting.
There'll be a lot of him just shooting from one background and,
No. They actually, it's not like a reshoot, like, green screen reshoot and we'll add it. So they actually went for 6 weeks reshoot. Like, all the actors.
So it's not a Joss Whedon reshoot. That's what you're trying to say.
Are you guys talking about the Bull 11?
Do you think they'll cast Indian talent in these movies now?
Yes.
There was a sick character in Deadpool and Wolverine for no reason at all.
Just
A
one
close-up
shot.
of him in the middle of the.
That was just a reaction shot.
And it's not like that character was shown in the previous scenes. He was in the
Yeah, he was
background
not
and now
shown,
close
yeah.
up. I'm like, I'm watching the movie.
randomly has a
And I'm watching the
reaction
movie. I'm
shot.
like, what? What was that out of nowhere?
I guess they would in some way in the future because India has a good market for Marvel. India's a good market for Marvel.
We could be one of the biggest market like China, but we have so less theaters.
I thought Nona is going to say, we could be the biggest chance for Marvel to cast us.
No.
We have
I
the most. We have the most amount of IMAX theaters, right?
You kidding me?
It's not really IMAX, is it?
They're
Just
barely
IMAX in
like.
name.
Dude, even in major
I
cities,
shouted
IMAX
Nona
theaters
in
are
my
not
US theater. People thought they were some actor I know personally. Oh, Nona? You had a cameo? Okay, that was you in DP3. Cool, man.
I didn't get my due.
Famous.
Indian talent, I don't know, yaar. Like,
See,
they have
I-
casted before. Like, Farhan Akhtar was there in Miss
Yeah.
Marvel.
See, there are some projects like Spider-Man India. If they ever make,
I was actually wondering what if they
I'm
cast
down
Shah
for
Rukh
that.
Khan for Doctor Doom.
Actually, I was going to say the same thing.
But I was like, when it shows up, when Shah Rukh does this in,
And the Badshah mask.
No, when he does this in Holland, there'll be no
Also wearing the
sound.
Badshah.
Like, who? Who is this?
But they could have, of course, they would have recognized him, no? And the people are going lala over that scene. Even though they wouldn't have recognized, oh my god, but who's he?
Like, Shah Rukh is
Anyway,
popular, but not as Robert Downey. You cannot compare, right?
Yeah.
For that audience. In India, if, Kalki 2 is announced and a character reveal happens and Shah Rukh Khan, people will lose their mind. But not in, San Diego Comic Con.
he needs to build more Hollywood films, I think.
Yeah. Like, if they cast an Indian actor, I would like them to give them a role and build him over the films, Not like a big...
maybe I'm going to be the one in the Hollywood.
Yeah.
And maybe a few years down the line, I'll be the next big Marvel superhero.
See, I remember
Manifesting it.
I remember Neymar, like there were rumors of Hrithik Roshan maybe,
Yeah.
being Neymar and stuff. But like I was saying earlier, like I think Spider-Man India is one character. If they ever make a live action version, you can do a Bollywood sort of
See,
movie.
how
That'll be
they
cool.
casted the actor in Shang-Chi, he's like a biggest actor in China.
Yeah.
So like that, if you do like a big actor, you can get. But I think for a Priyanka Chopra who's already in Hollywood associated and everything, you need that to actually get a role, to be get a
Right,
role
right.
which is long
Guys,
lasting.
there's a reason why I'm growing my hair. Maybe Indian Spider-Man.
Dude, focus on WB. You have connections there. That can actually be
Yes.
possible.
But there isn't Batman India, right?
Ah.
So of course I have to focus on Spider-Man India. I have to make
You can do, Avneet, you first write a comic called Batman India and get that published and then tell them to adapt
Bro,
it.
there's this absolute Batman happening. There's this absolute DC universe happening where the Batman is 6'6", and do you guys know about that?
No.
The one where he has no money and all, right?
Yeah, he's a civil engineer. And,
So he has no money, he has no Alfred, he has nothing. I'm like, so that he's not
He has
Batman.
Alfred, he has an
So he's
Alfred.
not Batman.
Also, he's a
He's
big
us.
guy. He's a big guy. He's a like bodybuilder kind of a guy, and he'll actually make you shit in your pants.
Alan
Just by the look.
Richardson then. The richer guy.
We all thought, but Alan Richardson is in 6'6", and when he wears the Batman costume, he becomes 6'7", 7 feet tall. Maybe
Dude, that guy just jacked up for Reacher season 2.
yeah.
SRK would be like, "Arey Farhan is after so long." SRK would be like, "मुझको पहचाना, मैं हूँ Doom." Then I called dips on
But
that.
seriously,
dude
guys, is
from
there any Indian character in DC Comics?
DC Comics?
One Green Lantern is Indian, I think.
No.
No, one Flash is Indian, right? Mira.
You know,
the one-
I don't want that.
yeah.
Female character.
You know, just for the sake of it, have an Indian character of, I'm not like the Indian
Why can't
Spider-Man
they
kind
cast
of
me the way I
works.
am? Why do they have to be racist? Why can't they just cast me the way I am? Why?
There was a Indian comic that
Hey,
Stanley
don't-
created,
don't-
right?
Don't start. Then suddenly they will start seeing Indian actors everywhere, like how they are making black and for no reason.
Nona cast is not a word. Nona Prince casted is not a word. The
Yeah,
past
actually,
tense
I
for
said
cast
that
is
because I
cast.
wasn't sure if the casted is actually a word or not.
Oh,
I felt
thank
odd
you for
saying
that.
that Nona would be cast.
Raman Nazir
That's-
word.
Who, Ray?
Yeah, I realized that
Oh, I
in
didn't know
that
that.
very
Okay,
sentence.
cast. He was cast. Okay, got it. Then I called dips on my
We should
dude
not
from
talk about
Kill,
casteism.
Alia Bhatt, Dhanush, the lady from Kalki who was pregnant, Deepika, and
lady
then
from
Prabhas guy.
The lady from Kalki who was
No,
pregnant
Prabhas
has
is too big to
been-
go to.
has already
Hollywood.
been in a Hollywood movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple X
Yeah,
Xander
Triple
Cage.
X. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think Hrithik really deserves a Hollywood film, man. Like, he has that.
the thing is, he already has so much,
Hmm.
on his plate being in India. Like, it demands something else to go up there and work.
That's
Unless you are
true.
such a big, like Shang-Chi example again. Unless you're such a big person, like Amitabh Bachchan can do that. They cast him,
Yeah.
he goes there, work and comes back. Done.
He has done-
He has done.
Anupam Kher was doing that a lot, right?
Yeah, he was
Like,
doing back that time. He has done a lot of TV shows also. Anupam Kher.
Anupam Kher was a series regular on New Amsterdam for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
If they want to cast an Indian, they'll actually cast an Indian American, like a Dev Patel
Yeah.
or all those actors, Suraj and everything. I don't think casting an Indian actor would be like big deal. Like Farhan
Dev
Akhtar
Patel
a
is
big deal.
in American. He's Indo-British.
No, as in someone who stays there.
He means
and-
from the West.
Yeah, not like an Indian. Like an
Somebody
Indian
who
person.
is not ours. No.
Don't mind. I have a habit of correcting people. Rama can't help it. Sorry, but no, it's okay.
In IGS, you can correct anyone.
Yeah. You are
are all
watching,
wrong
you are
already.
commenting, that's it. Hit the like button, like, share, subscribe. Keep, watch all our videos and keep correcting us. We don't mind. Now, purposely, I'll say casted again and again. But what about Thunderbolts asterisk?
Huh?
Huh.
That's what people said.
That footage didn't get leaked out, right? Thunderbolts.
No. I think Fantastic Four, I don't think they'll put it out because it's like not a trailer. It's like they just made something for Comic Con. Thunderbolts, maybe they'll recut it with some other thing and post it as a teaser, first teaser for the film. But the film is coming out next to next year, right? 2026.
Oh,
it is coming out.
2026.
Yeah, it's not
I've been hearing about this movie for so
because
long.
next year we have Captain America.
You know which
we have
other movie
Fantastic
we've
Four.
been hearing for so long?
What?
Blade.
You know which other movie we've been hearing
Blade.
for so long? Craven.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's Sony, dude. Shut up about Sony.
I am not giving up on that movie. I need to
Dude,
find
they
it.
gave up on that movie.
It cannot get lost in the servers like Supergirl. Like
No, Bad Girl.
Bad Girl.
Bad Girl.
That girl didn't get lost, dude. They literally like take it in text right off. Superman, Fantastic Four releasing same month 2025. One is finishing shooting very soon, and other is just starting next week. James Gunn, excellent planning, leaving 1 year just for post production. But I think recently some video shots were out that they are now shooting things in blue screen, and a lot of actors are done with their work. I think
Superman,
Lex
right.
Luthor actor is done with his portions.
Nicholas Hoult. Yeah.
So now they're shooting the blue screen. I think now they
Even the engineer actress is also done. He just James Gunn announced it today.
Okay. It depends. So maybe the look they are going for, they already have things in place. They don't need a lot of VFX.
Marvel
work.
anime replaces everything with CGI in the end. So
Even I was surprised that they announced the release date next year, same time, and they have not even started shooting. Maybe the shooting process will be the way they're shooting is going to be different. More on
They'll
the
be able to
sets and
shoot this
everything.
film within 3 months, and then the post production we know,
Yeah.
right? They can do that.
but do you think Superman's release date might get like
Nope.
No.
preponed?
Preponed.
Preponed. No.
Just not to face
Right.
off against Fantastic Four.
I
No,
don't
no.
think they are worried.
Maybe Fantastic Four can happen at a different date, but not Superman for sure.
Superman.
I don't know.
I
Like,
think
I don't. They wouldn't want both of them releasing in the same month, right?
when they said, right, like it's not a big actor playing Superman. So, maybe not a hype and all. But the moment the leaks happened, right, the
was
craze,
so much
it went everywhere, right? People the general audience, the generalist audience who don't understand superheroes, they know Superman. And they don't need to watch
Yeah,
10
of
movies
course.
before this to watch Superman. So, I think it's going to be, people. will be
I'm
looking
saying
forward.
this because like I don't want the whole Fantastic Four, like it's not a clash, it's just the same month. Like I want Superman to get the best chance it can to get a good.
See, if the
It
film
might
is
be a
good,
good box
it
office.
will,
I think it will have.
work. So I don't think doing all these tactics will work. What happened, we know behind. I don't think all these tactics and trailer
because-
cut and anything can do anything.
I remember when BVS and Civil War were supposed to come out on the same day, and then they pulled
No.
BVS. It was
No, BVS was always March and it was
Yeah.
May.
September. The other one was September.
Civil War was
Captain
May.
America. So Captain America, it was not announced as Civil War. It was just a Captain America prequel, and it was on May. And first date which BVS was, it was in May. It was the same exact date. And people are looking at who would like change first, and then WB itself changed first.
I still cannot believe the coincidence that in the same year we got Batman vs Superman and Captain America vs Iron
But
Man.
it wasn't a coincidence, right? Like when they announced BVS,
No.
that sort of
Dude, I'm saying the coincidence that two of the biggest characters
The
of each
versus
universes
movies. Yeah,
getting a
yeah.
versus movie in the same year.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Question for DC.
Question for DC fans: what would be the RDJ comeback equivalent for DC? Affleck?
Henry Cavill coming
Henry
back.
Cavill?
It already happened.
Christian Bale.
Oh, Christian
Nah,
Bale.
nah.
Yeah, Christian Bale. No, of course, Christian Bale. Christian
No,
Bale.
but he was
definitely
never
Christian Bale.
part of this, no.
Yeah,
Universe,
like,
But
so-
that's
Dude,
the point, right? That's the
Bale's
point, right?
Batman
is-
The amount of weightage the Christian Bale would hold is same to
it's sacred for me. Don't touch that universe. Like that
Yeah.
perfect 3 films
too
with
special.
that actor just I never
Of course,
want
they
them to
wouldn't
touch
do
it.
that if they had done. If Christian Bale, he himself said that he won't even
He would never come back, Christian Bale.
even $50 million.
The equivalent
he
has to be
rejected
a
it. He has some
universe, right?
principles.
I think if after the third Justice League movie, which is like in which
Rohit, definitely bro. Definitely cancelled. We are going to get cancelled for that.
Rohit mute kar le bhai. Yeah, what I was
Sorry.
saying, yeah, Justice League 3 happens and it's like multiverse and we get the
Infinite.
DCEU as the Kingdom Come universe.
Yeah.
That will be
I
like
think
epic.
that will happen
But,
10 years down. This could
Definitely can
you know?
happen.
But
yeah.
Christian Bale, nah, it's not the same.
Yeah, not
thing.
Christian Bale.
It's not the same thing basically.
Do you think we can get Ben Affleck back again?
Definitely.
No, he's
Definitely,
done.
it will
He's
happen.
done.
No,
He
bro.
will come
Ben
back,
Affleck is in
man.
his early 50s, okay? He still has time to play Batman, an older
He
version of
can-
Batman.
Dude,
He can
he's
be a
done.
Batman
It's
Beyond
not about
version.
his
The
physicality.
old
Will he-
Batman.
He is
Will he
tired of
even
that
play
shit.
around with spaghetti as well?
Dude, he would like in like 10 or 20 years down the line, he can absolutely play the Batman from Batman Beyond, the older Batman.
Do you think he will use spaghetti like Michael Caine?
I hope not.
You remember, no? But like he was asked about James Gunn universe, him joining it, and he's
Yeah,
like,
Yes.
he said,
So
"I
what
love
did-
the I don't know the guy much, but you know all the best for him, but I cannot work." And I think the thing is, he's a creative person. He's not just an actor that just give me anything, I'll do it for you. He's like he gets involved with his projects,
Yeah.
and he's too like he doesn't just the whole experience he had and WB and everything. He just I just don't do anything. I think that could be a reason he didn't want to come back as Daredevil.
That's true.
If he was asked for it.
But the counter view, like if it's a Batman Beyond project, it would be a little bit standalone-ish because it'll be set in the future.
Dude,
and
stop.
and- no. One more point. I just want to say one more point. Is that
Don't give us hope.
no. The Batman in Batman Beyond, it starts with the original Batman sort of going, and he has to use a gun. That's why he sort of retires from being Batman. And you can see parallels with the Zack Snyder version where he was very violent. So I think some storylines sort of meet. So you can actually do a Batman Beyond version. Will he do it? I don't know. I'm just saying the storyline like sort of a little bit matches. That's it. I'm on.
I'm definitely going to pitch this idea to Warner Brothers.
Where is Craven and Sony's plan with Spider-Man villains? Venom is ending.
Oh, that's
so
still
what
happening.
next?
Craven has been sent to the
Nothing is
void.
happening, man. I
I'll see him in Deadpool 4.
I think the creators of Spider-Verse have taken over the Sony thing.
Yeah, Phil
let's
Lord and
see
Chris
what they
Miller.
do now.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four did leak on Twitter. I have the video they showed or SSD on my phone. Yeah, Mano shared it.
No, I did not share any leaks. I don't know what you're talking about.
Music and stuff says no, but Christian's character never died, right? So that can't be fake comparison. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's true. He just retired.
Like, never touched that universe. Like, even if just imagine that universe would have showed up in Flash.
Oh my god, I would be so.
That would be the worst thing ever to happen.
No, man, I would have loved to see it.
Not in the Flash. No way.
As one of those scenes, man, in the.
Dude, we
No.
understand why you're wearing the mask. New Superman movie and USA Independence Day combination will cause such an euphoria in summer. It will be crazy. Just the marketing for Superman will be enough. Most
July 4th,
recognized symbol for superhero. Yeah, that's true.
Guys, one more thing. When do you think we'll have the first official teaser for the Superman film?
When is Super Bowl? February, right? Super Bowl seems like a good bet.
No, February is too far, dude. 6 months.
The first
Okay,
official
yeah,
teaser
six-
definitely comes
6
somewhere
months,
around a
8
year.
months before. Yeah,
I think we'll
Yeah,
get it
correct.
during Christmas. I have a feeling.
Christmas.
I think somewhere in October, November
Something
would
happens,
work.
no? In November, some big event happens.
Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, Super Bowl happens in November, right? With the Thanksgiving whole thing.
Yeah.
We have some
So, okay,
Americans
yeah,
in the
now-
chat. They can explain us.
So I think November time you might see the teaser. I think it's a safe bet.
Guys,
Shelly, please help us out over here.
do you think Anthony Starr can play a good Superman? I'm just asking. It's just a wild question.
No, he doesn't have the Superman look. He can be a good Lex Luthor though.
He can be a good Injustice Superman.
Yeah. He's already playing an engine.
Yeah.
He could be a good Ultra.
So Superman, just like Sagar just said, just like how Deadpool 3 dropped first with at Super Bowl in Feb 2024 in front of 120 million
Feb.
people, Superman will drop their first trailer at Super Bowl in Feb 2025. Both movies released in July.
That's why I have a feeling Feb seems like a good bet.
Who can Anthony Starr play? He can be a very good Cyclops. I
He
feel.
has
I
said
don't
that Anthony Starr is Homelander, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that he's not into playing the superhero anymore.
Like an older Cyclops
His-
who's like
One of the
that'd
fan
be cool.
casting for him is as Eddie Thawne. Not Eddie Thawne, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
Reverse
I
Flash.
don't
Reverse Flash, right?
Reverse
Reverse
Flash.
Flash, yeah. Hubert Thawne.
Dude, the Flash Easter egg in Deadpool and Wolverine. We are Deadpool.
Ah. Oh shit!
They did so much of
I didn't think.
there was one moment, where Nona caught it. I didn't catch it. Deadpool went and slapped one of the TV
Not slap,
agents or
dude.
something.
Killed and removed his sword.
Yeah.
It's like keep my
My country's
country's
name.
name out of your
One more
mouth.
thing, would age be a factor? I mean, they're definitely going to show an old Victor Von Doom, right? An experienced one.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
Robert Downey Jr. is definitely
most of the
experienced.
action will be in
aged.
the suit, so I don't think it will matter. Just like Iron Man.
The age will matter, and probably he doesn't even age.
Yeah, but Victor Von Doom, like if Doom when he fights, he doesn't like go very physical and very action. Like he moves very
You know,
less.
I have zero context of the character. I don't know who it is, what's his story and everything.
Who it is? It is a little too much who he is. Who it is.
When you read about the character, you kind of understand why some people are pissed off this casting.
I don't want to read
He's also gypsy,
anymore.
right?
Like,
He's a Romani character, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is like, but I think they're done with representation after She-Hulk. I'm sorry.
I was thinking with the accent and everything, Dolph Lundgren would have been like a good Victor Von Doom.
Do you think we will see RDJ do a Russian accent?
It'll be like Tropic Thunder.
Another dude playing the dude. This is another dude.
Shrikesh says, Manoj and Nona, you guys remember you guys creating these storylines of how Justice League happens after watching the finale of Peacemaker? Manoj especially was excited about the Justice League. You remember?
It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
I was very mixed. I was
After
a little bit
Peacemaker?
disappointed. We had a
When
whole
do you think the next
discussion.
Batman actor will be announced
Do you know
for
Rick
the
Flag
Brave and the
is
Bold?
returning in- Do you know Rick Flag is returning in Peacemaker season 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably in the flashbacks. In the flashbacks, most probably.
Shrikesh, we'll have to rewatch the reaction and see what we were
Yeah, I
thinking.
have no clue. I have no clue what the context
I knew
of
that
this.
I was a little disappointed with the Justice League cameo, and then because Superman was faceless and stuff like that. But
But
Guys,
Brave and the
when would
Bold,
the casting of Batman be
Brave and the
announced?
Bold, I think we will get I feel like we'll get a cameo of a Bruce Wayne in the film, or maybe a poster.
Of course, definitely it would work, and they should
make
have
sense,
like
yeah.
So they already have a
established in the
director
world.
attached, right?
see, I would
Andy
love it.
Muschietti.
I would love it if they don't announce it and they just do a mid-credit scene in Superman, and then you see
That'd be
the
really cool.
new.
I think
That would be
I think
actually
after that
damn good.
fiasco, what James Gunn did, right, announcing everything,
Yeah.
like he could have shown up in a Comic Con, right?
Yeah.
I like they didn't, and they're not saying anything. Like he keeps still
No slate.
interacting.
Keep quiet.
Yeah.
No slate.
That's what Marvel
Just-
did, right? They didn't show any
Yeah.
slate or nothing. They learned their lesson here.
The previous slate is like has so much misinformation now. So much shit was cancelled.
Dude, it has happened in previous time also. They changed a lot of things, but we didn't
no one
care
cared
because we
about
were
that.
enjoying everything.
Yeah.
Dude, Civil War was named Secret Serpent. And then they
That's
changed
what I was
Civil
trying to say
War.
earlier.
That time they only
Yeah.
brought, Tony Stark and him back. They showed Black Panther's actor also. Chadwick Boseman showed up in there and they did a whole thing. D23 also, in August, they'll announce a lot of things.
Silence
Daredevil
asking if
season
you're still
4.
on the stream.
Daredevil season 4.
Silence
Oh, they
asking if you're
didn't
still on
show
the
anything of Daredevil season 4, right?
No. Because at Disney Plus, so they'll save it for D23.
D23, okay.
Okay, so music and stuff is trying to bring us back to the main topic of the video. I think it's more of a desperate move going back to your original question, because I'm sure had they had relative success after Endgame in the last 5 years, they wouldn't have gone to RDJ. But my
Now,
counter
don't say
question
so
is,
what.
wait,
Don't say so what.
my question is, but,
Don't
okay.
say so what.
But my counter question is, what if this movie backfires and the much hyped RDJ
What if?
comeback doesn't work? What would be Marvel's plan B?
There
Nothing.
is no plan B.
There is no plan B, bhai.
They will take
Actually,
the
you know
loss.
what? Actually, Marvel may go on a break after Secret Wars. For a few years, not of course for like a
That's what
decade,
people
but
thought they'll do after Endgame.
But that's what
Dude,
people thought about
it's
Robert
a-
Downey Jr.
it's
coming
a-
back, and it happened.
It's a company which needs to make money for the investors.
It
They
needs
will
to
not
keep making
stop.
Bro, when you need to make money, you can't take a break, bro. It's like a sweatshop.
See, if Secret Wars doesn't work, it doesn't do well in the box office.
They already
then they
took a
might
break,
take
no? Just one film this year. That too is not an MCU film in a sense. You know, it doesn't connect to any other MCU project, nothing like that. It's
No, but you know
standalone.
what I mean by the break? A good break from everything, every
This
project.
is the best you'll get, dude. Nothing.
See,
Next year we have 3 films again.
Harneet. So, like franchises usually take a break only when the last movie bombs, like Batman and Robin. After they took a 9-year break. So, from Batman movies.
Like
So
DCU.
So if Secret Wars bombs,
They don't take
then-
break. They end.
Yeah.
It's over.
Wait. What Batman and Robin you're talking about?
1996, when that movie bombed.
97.
Tech-
97.
Yeah. They took a 9-year break.
Technically, they didn't take a break. They continued with the animated universe.
Nah, dude, that doesn't count.
It does count because
It does count, but it doesn't make them.
That kept them afloat for so long.
Yeah, but it doesn't make that hundreds of millions of dollars, right? That's the live action movie. So,
What are the 3 films coming out next year from Marvel?
Fantastic Four,
Yeah. Captain America.
Captain America 4,
And
surprise.
And what?
Surprise.
I think Thunderbolts maybe in the later half of the year. Maybe.
I don't think put Captain America and Thunderbolts in the same year, man.
When do you think we'll see Spider-Man 4?
Dude, I need to watch the Spider-Man. I need a Spider-Man movie, man. I need closure. I need to know what happened to him.
26. Early 26.
Early? No, dude. It will take 2
Thunderbolts
years.
is listed as 2025 in
Yeah.
like Google. So I think it's
No, Spider-Man, they're not even. But considering, the previous Spider-Man films actually happened quite fast. Every 2 years we got a Spider-Man film. So
that's because of the Sony contract, right?
so I
They
don't
had to
know how
keep
it works.
pushing it.
Probably after Secret Wars, they'll just primarily focus on X-Men, maybe.
They're
That's
saying
the way
we may
there's
get
a break from the superheroes, and then they focus on X-Men, which haven't been seen on the screen for that would be quite
I'm
some time,
very
right?
unsure about X-Men, like,
How are they going to do it?
because the thing is,
That's up to them, right?
it has to be
Yeah,
a
I
different
mean-
universe. Like, you cannot have Avengers in this world. You cannot, Avengers, then they're Fantastic Four, and then they're different world, but maybe they're included in the same. Then they're X-Men also. Like, then
They know
more of the human race is just heroes only, like power beings only.
They already included them, no? They said they showed them in a different universe.
Do you think we're going
Yeah,
to get
but I'm
X-Men
saying,
versus-
like the new version of X-Men in the MCU, like I'm not sure how, they're like the comics issue, right? Like if there's so many superheroes and so many, even in the world, if you consider, New York event happened and then changed the earth in a sense, the human history in a sense, like aliens came. And then, a lot of things happen and most of the stories kept grounded, like Winter Soldier, one at one place something happened. They were world ending in a sense threat, but they were small, but then Avengers 2 took it a whole, world destroyed, AI took over, then Infinity War Endgame, snap, half the population is gone. So there's so many such events are happening in the life of these people on this planet that at a moment it's like, you get to chaos. It's like you enter dystopia. You cannot, like, I don't expect things to work normally now. It's okay. A big giant head showed up in our, space and then left. Then the big giant man was coming out of our Earth and now it's dead. Like,
That's
it's
every
not
week in
normal.
Metropolis.
Yeah, that's every.
But
like,
that would be an interesting take to see what happens after Secret Wars. Like, they would know that if people are tired, now actually they would be tired, right? They would have to take some different approach.
So
now.
there is a thought that they will kind of reboot everything. So they'll be like a clean slate.
I agree with what Nono was saying earlier about because and also the mutant conflict, it doesn't really work when there are so many superheroes.
Yeah.
Because,
I don't know
like,
how
they're
it
also
works
special,
in
like-
comics, but
Yeah.
if everyone is hero or powers and everything, then what is normal then? It's not.
And we kind of saw the origin of X-Men, everything in First Class, and also I kind of want to see an experienced X-Men sort of just take on. So I think a different universe would be the right fit.
I
And they're
would-
aware that
I would want a teenage X-Men. So we just see the
Yes.
school. We
Yeah.
see the
Yeah,
differences.
correct,
I don't want a superhero film. They are saving the world.
what if they do like a just in school adventure, like
Yeah,
something like
just-
Harry Potter? So
Yeah, exactly. Just in the
That would be
school,
cool.
how they're exploring their
Yeah.
powers
like,
and everything.
like Jenny. like Gen V.
Okay, let's not go there. But
But what about the other characters?
Which other characters?
The Marvel main characters, Spider-Man,
right
Iron
now,
Man,
I
Captain
think
America.
everyone thinks after Secret Wars, because even in the comics, it just rebooted everything. So maybe we are heading towards.
I mean, Spider-Man is definitely getting one more trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Maybe with Miles Morales.
You know how
This
I'm
time.
imagining Secret Wars ending, just like how the animated DC movie ended with Flash.
Yeah.
Like Flashpoint or the other new of Paradox film, where
Yeah.
he's the only one who remembers everything from the past, and
They're using it as a plot device, man. Whenever they mess something up, they're like, Flash, run.
so maybe in MCU like Spider-Man remembers everything because they don't want to change his arc, right? Because now his arc is different. Go to see, we have one movie and then Secret Wars change everything, and now Spider-Man is different. So just to keep that intact, Spider-Man is same. He remembers everything, but it's a new world now. Everything has happened similarly in a sense. Every universe collided together. Made up whatever. I don't know. Cap for Feb 2025, Thunderbolts May 2025, and Fantastic Four July 25. Oh wow! Only within a month, 2 films? No, that's wrong.
No, Feb, March,
May, and July.
Feb, May, July. It's like prime summer months, so I can't. But I think one will get pushed to November. I
Yeah, that's too much.
I think Fantastic Four will be pushed. I think it's too early for that film.
I saw X-Men 97, and that's the best X-Men, peak X-Men at the moment. I don't know how you can convert that into live action. That's why I didn't actually like Gambit in X-Men, like Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine. Because I was just imagining the animated character and it was so epic. I couldn't see that in Channing Tatum. Karthik says, what happened with Kang's storyline? Isn't that Fantastic Four supposed to put him in Quantum Realm? He will probably... Guys, he's in, he's... okay, let's not go there.
He is already in Quantum Realm.
Hey, Keshav. Guys, don't forget these Singham returns also coming. You can't ignore our Desi superheroes. Let's move on.
What?
Blade,
Actually, I was having a chat with Keshav. And we were
Blade,
discussing about Singham Return.
Blade being...
Ajay Devgan will play Iron Man.
He is
course.
kind of the Iron Man, right, of that
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Universe.
Ranveer Singh is the Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and of course, Akshay Kumar is Captain America.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Blade being scheduled still for November. Nah, I don't think it's happening soon.
Blade is not happening.
Wesley Snipes is the one and only Blade. He said
Yeah, that's yeah.
That was a cool joke, man. Guys, any chance we see Andrew Garfield coming back with the Amazing franchise?
I doubt it now.
I think there's a definite chance.
See,
he
the
could come
thing
back.
is, it's not just we would love to watch it. It's the actor.
Yeah, actually, he would come now.
It's the
If RDJ can
studio.
come,
It's
then
so many
definitely he would
people
come too.
involved who have to come together on it to work, and money, yes.
Right? Do you think this is like a big fan fiction on behalf of me? But would Kamal Hassan be a good Doctor Doom?
Yes.
Kamal Hassan.
Yes.
Who's Kamal Hassan?
The guy in
Such a
Kalki,
great
the villain in Kalki.
Vikram.
Yes.
Vikram.
Definitely.
It would be such a cool Doctor Doom, right?
He could pull it off.
There'll be
Especially the
so
voice.
many people cringing
Arambhe Antaka.
that I told
I
Nolan
don't
who's
know
Kamal
those.
Hassan by saying the villain in Kalki. Like, he is such a legendary actor with so many greater things to say, but guys, he only knows Kalki, so that's
I mean, you have to use your recent
Guys are
examples,
beasts.
right?
Mutant theme can work in a superhero world if they clearly show that most mutants don't have powers and are just disfigured. I don't think that's what X-Men is, Mutant doesn't mean disfigured, so...
Oh my god.
Are they
He's going to use
searching...
the R word for mutants, and we are all gonna get.
Hey guys, can you please talk about the Batman Part 2? Come on, man, please.
What is that talk about?
But was anything much was announced? It
No,
was just
right?
like
It's called
It was just
the...
announced that the filming is going
It's
to start
called
from the
the
next year. and this-
Batman Epic Crime Saga.
that's so bad.
TBECS. TBECS.
It's so
That's
bad.
the title of this
I'm
universe.
sorry, but that's such a bad.
Why would you put epic
like,
in it? Like, let us call it
why?
epic.
Like, it's so bad. Come on.
Are they still okay? Are they still searching for director for Blade? Yes. If you
Hey
want
guys,
to...
so do you think there would be a time gap between the Batman Part 1 and Part 2?
No.
That
They
should
said
be.
no.
Oh yeah, the Penguin
No.
will bridge the gap. right?
The Penguin show starts one day after Batman ended, and the Penguin the ending will directly
Till-
lead to the
So
So
Batman
would this
2.
be still having a young Batman in
Yeah,
his 30s?
same.
The same year going on.
What if Penguin takes place over like?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah. What if
Yeah.
Penguin takes over in 2-3 years? Then the ending would connect directly to. So basically, wherever the Penguin ends, that moment the movie starts.
Yeah, that's interesting actually.
And would they have Pattinson's cameo as
He
Bruce
may
Wayne?
show up like a post credit.
I think
saying
definitely he would cameo.
He would show up as Bruce Wayne, but not Batman. I doubt about
They
that.
may not
Yeah,
want to
so-
show him on TV. That's one thing. Like
Exactly.
That is interesting because I think there will be a rights issue maybe, because I think Fox has the TV rights, but Fox is, I don't know how this works, but I know there's a
Fox.
rights issue with the Batman showing up in TV.
Fox.
That's maybe a contract. which
Remember
can
Gotham?
expire.
Remember Gotham, the TV show?
Yeah.
That was under Fox.
That
But now Fox is under Disney. So does Disney have the rights? I don't know. I'm confused.
Disney? Oh my god.
Just the TV rights I'm talking about.
no,
Just-
but it has always been like a thing with DC where they don't want Batman to show up on TV live.
I
Yeah,
think
but
that's why in the CW verse, right? They didn't want Superman, Batman,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
trio to show
No,
up.
that's why you had Kevin Conroy show up as Bruce Wayne, not as Batman.
Yeah.
Even in Titans, but in Titans Batman showed up, right? Then there should not be a problem.
No. He showed up as Bruce Wayne.
Silhouettes.
Nee,
No,
he came,
Batman
no,
showed up as a
so-
silhouette, not as a.
And-
They
Yeah,
didn't
as
show
a
him very well.
silhouette, and it was a dream sequence. It wasn't actually
No,
Batman.
but that doesn't
Yeah,
matter
right.
in copyright world, right? Dream sequence or whatever. Like
That's what. It's not a copyright issue. DC just doesn't want Batman showing up in live action TV shows.
See, I know that Fox had the rights for a while, especially when the Gotham show was going on. So I don't know
I
if
think
that
Joker.
changed.
So there's this question from music and stuff directed towards me. The Batman is too young. Bruce Wayne is too young to become Batman in Joker 2. He would be referred. He would be shown as a kid. But Joker 2, I think, takes place just after next 3-4 years. There's not a big jump,
Yeah,
right?
2 years
Yeah,
in the trailer. They said 2 years.
Yeah. So the kid would be still young, 12 years, or maybe.
He would be. He would show up as Robin.
I said this before. I said this. The Joker 2 should end with 2 people getting shot in an alley. Joker 2 should end in crime alley with 2 people getting shot.
But that happened with Joker 1, no?
One. So you want every Joker movie to end with people getting shot?
No.
Multiple
Batman
Batmans.
shows up and saves.
No. Wait, Joker 1 ended with Thomas and Martha Wayne getting shot.
Yeah, they showed that was there, right? If I remember correctly, that whole in
That
towards the
night,
end,
right? That night where.
Remember that? I
the
don't
whole riot happens.
Oh, I don't remember that movie at all.
You don't remember the dance, right? In the stairs, the dance in the stairs.
Dude, I don't like that movie, man.
New news of Marvel Studios will next reveal info in the upcoming projects in major panel on August 9 at D23. Lucasfilm and Pixar
I
will also
don't think so.
reveal
That
new-
would be much big of
Yeah,
news now.
they
That would be
talk
just-
about Ironheart, Agatha Harkness, and
Daredevil.
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 Art is still happening. Ugh.
Dude, they have the short footage ready. They just have to project out.
Yeah, I guess they shot the
Server,
entire
man, use
series,
it to
right?
the server.
They may announce new
Right off.
specials and some like that.
So, guys, I'll take a leave.
Sure,
Okay,
man.
Sure,
good night.
man.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye
Bye-bye.
Bye, Abhineet.
bye. Border 2, Keshav. Okay. Yes, he would sow dips. Okay. Jason Momoa could have been an excellent Doctor Doom if DC Studios let him appear in Marvel films.
People want Jason Momoa cast as anything and everything, no?
I would say that's a way, like a little bit of waste of his physicality, like Jason Momoa's physicality.
He's
Like,
doing
I
this
would like-
now. Lobo.
Yeah, Lobo. Lobo is a good role. It's like fit for him. It's almost made for him, kind of.
Yeah.
So I think
Doctor Doom is a very stiff character. He doesn't like fight. He uses his intellect.
Right.
Lightning.
so. Final thoughts,
Bro,
guys.
it's
Let's
big.
wrap it up. Final thoughts on this big reveal.
Regarding, we talked about a lot of things.
At the RDJ moment.
I think we should wait and watch instead of getting our knickers on a twist. You know?
Okay. Wow, what a line.
I-
Let me write that down.
I just feel like give them a chance because nowadays I don't see fans. I just see a bunch of complainers. Okay, so that's the problem. And by the way, that's not an Eminem song. That's not mine. But I just feel we should wait it out and watch, because it's obviously a big move in terms of Marvel. Even if it's a desperate move, it might be a thought out desperate move, you know. So let's just give it some time. They have even got Russo brothers who are good storytellers. Let's not forget there were minds behind Community as well, a TV show, you know, which did some of the best storylines ever. They have done Endgame, they have done Infinity War, Civil War, so many good films, and we should just give it a chance. That's what I feel.
I think, see, not a lot of franchises come to this sort of space where, you know, they're maybe struggling a little bit. They don't know, they're not quite sure what to do ahead. And I think Kevin Feige sort of found himself in this position where, you know, he had to do something. Things were just not going in the way he wants to. And bringing back acclaimed actors is kind of a surefire way of getting things right. I remember, like, I think the James Bond franchise, long time back, Sean Connery was their first Bond, and they sort of, after a few movies didn't work with other Bonds, they brought him back. So this move reminds me a little bit of that.
What makes you think that? What if Kang was accepted and all of that? They would have still not casted RDJ as Doctor Doom.
Because I don't think he was ever in the picture, right? RDJ.
The Kang time.
The movie was not even called Doomsday. So
If the Kang timeline was still working, they wouldn't even have brought back the Russo brothers.
That's true.
yeah, that's true.
But I think maybe it's Russo brothers who because they
Yeah,
thought if
that's
we
what-
come, we want this. This is how we're going to do it. Doomsday and then Secret Wars, and we want RDJ
Yeah.
because they love working with him.
That also probably could have. See, as long as the storytelling is not sacrificed, as long as because if I recently rewatched like parts of Infinity War and Endgame, and they had a very happy medium between fan service and still really good storytelling. So if they can maintain that, I think we are.
But you know, it's not like they were into the making of the film and then they changed the actor and they sort of
it's not a double
it's like
situation.
That's one way to say. So I feel like they kind of they're gonna start it with like that. They're gonna set it up like that. It's not gonna be a last minute change. How it's appearing for a lot of people that Kang didn't work, and they like 2 days before Robert Downey Jr. please come no. I think they planned this like for months now.
Yeah.
They were working on it.
I also think that a lot of how they handled Deadpool 3 has now filled me with a little bit more confidence about how MCU was doing stuff. So
like they could have done so easy things in that film, right? Bring this actor, bring this character, just have fun. Like one cameo I wanted was Mysterio, the actor, because they all three are very good friends. Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
They could have done the meme.
Like I was maybe a post-credit scene though. He's in the void and they just talk to him. What the fuck you're doing? Get out! We don't.
Look, considering how much I hate the Flash movie, I was actually very worried going into Deadpool 3. I thought it would be very similar, but it
but
caught
the
me
thing
a bit
is,
surprised.
it would still be a funny film. Like fun, it was fun. Have these cameos. Because I said in the group, all the different ideas they had for Deadpool. Deadpool, that film. Like a road trip movie with Dopinder. A movie just showing different angles of MCU movements with Deadpool in it. Yeah. So they were just gonna do any random thing, just for the sake of it. But they just came up with such a good narrative, right? Which is like it kind of has a legacy to it. Yeah. It's not just fun.
During the opening credits when they showed the amount of writers involved, there were like 5 or 6 writers. I was like, oh shit.
So basically it's I think 2 writers which are for the first film. Second film, Ryan Reynolds also became a writer. And I think this film, there is one which from MCU, like a writer who got the script.
Sean Levy.
Sean Levy, and the writer who got the script and rewrote the whole thing according to MCU.
To fit it into MCU,
Okay, so Nona, how much were you paid for the cameo in Deadpool 3? Oh man. I would have actually not taken money, but interview with Kevin Feige. Like just give me an interview with him and I'm fine.
Dude, Kevin Feige in one of our live streams would be.
And you're like, Kevin, so what do you think? Wait, Shelly, thank you.
Shelley is really more important to us than Kevin Feige.
Guys, the Joker they showed at the end of Batman was a different actor, right? Not Joaquin Phoenix. Those two are different universe.
No.
Yes, they're different.
That's
universe.
Barry
Cohen. But it's a deleted
yeah.
scene, so maybe who knows?
They might change him
Yeah.
also.
Because Jason Momoa is a tall, delicious drink of water. Shelly.
I just want to say, related to the Joker point, I kind of hope he doesn't show up in Batman too. I'm kind of
Yeah,
like, I
Joker
want
is done.
different
Yeah,
villains.
let's not
right?
go
Like,
Joker way.
Do you think
I think-
Jason Momoa
That's why they cut it out.
is the Joker?
Jason Momoa's Joker.
अरे तू लिस्ट और मत बढ़ा यार.
Ready for House of Dragon? Oh, House of Dragon episode. Cool. RDJ, Doom part of John Krasinski universe. We talked about yesterday how what's the difference between good cameos and bad cameos. Bad was Multiverse of Madness.
Bad was the Flash.
No,
I-
that is separate, but
That
within
was like,
within MCU, like the cameos in Deadpool they work because they're part of the the legacy and the
narrative,
story.
yeah.
In Multiverse of Madness, the cameos made no sense. Who are these people to Doctor Strange? Like it has no connection, right? Okay, Peggy Carter, I get Monica Rambeau, okay, in the film, same world.
See,
But-
cameos in Deadpool 3 are here. Multiverse of Madness is here. Flash is here.
अरे but I still don't know why they instead of John Krasinski, they should have brought the original Reed Richards guy.
Okay, Multiverse of
That
Madness.
would have worked because like Charles Xavier was there, and then
Nah,
Yeah, they kind of
dude,
wasted John Krasinski.
Fox
right?
characters didn't
Yeah.
make sense in that movie. Like even for a character, like what does it even matter? Wanda killing them? What is the
Yeah, it doesn't
connection?
matter.
Just
It doesn't
imagine what if the actors who have been in Wanda's story, what if they were playing these characters and then she's just killing them? She doesn't care. That would hit, right? That would have an impact.
That would have saved money in the budget.
Her
also.
killing that mouth guy and John Krasinski's these are like, what does it matter? Like it doesn't change. Like,
Imagine if there was a variant of Vision on the panel.
yeah,
That would have hit hard.
But like,
Yeah, that would have hit hard. That's a
like
good
if he
idea.
said- like
That's
if
a
he said-
writer right there.
like if he said, Wanda, don't do this. She says, you are not my Vision, and she would just twist his neck or something,
like that would
like-
impactful, right?
That's good storytelling.
Marvel.
Are you writing it down? Like I'm hearing pages.
oh yeah, I saw a meme and I just sent it to Nuna. It was like this literally in the span of 24 hours, we saw both the biggest MCU characters come back as Fantastic Four characters. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm and Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom in the span of 24 hours.
That's true. For me, 48. I have a theory. What if Shelly is actually Kevin Feige watching and getting ideas from the geeks?
Who posted that theory?
And that's why she's giving us memberships as
There's some
reward.
truth to the comment here, she says. Variant of Kevin Feige should appear in MCU as Walter Hamada.
Dude, if there was a Deadpool type character in DC, it would be so many jokes, so many epic proportion of jokes you could make.
Mixia Spitterling.
But to wrap up things, did you guys able to follow Comic Con in a sense? Not I used to follow, like not
I was sleeping.
even I was sleeping. No, but I saw other panels. I saw the boys panel. I saw some other interviews and all.
We all woke up in the morning to 120 plus messages between Abhinit and Sahil.
Dude, it was epic when I got up.
Regarding the boys, I just feel like they are becoming the very thing
Yeah.
that they parodied.
Like
Because-
it sounds
because of the
interesting,
girls.
a show in 1950s and what it was like there, but like you're just trying to you're doing the same thing what you're making fun of, spin-offs and this and as what you're doing the same thing. So I don't know.
Amazon is literally what?
That's true.
You should have joined from your nothing but film side, dude.
Oh shit.
I'll cut that part out. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up here. Variant of Kevin Feige. Okay, I read that. So I think that's a good way to end. And yeah, like I saw some comic panels and everything, and it was quite reminiscent of my older days when we used to I used to watch all the Flash, Arrow, all
that was a
those panels.
different
Like I think Friday used to be Saturday used to be DC TV panels and all of that. Then Sunday used to be Marvel panel but yeah, the way Marvel ended
I used
the
to be
panel.
more excited for. Sorry, I used to be more excited for the DC TV stuff.
Yeah,
like the panels
same,
more
same,
than.
same.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even DCU panels would be, they'll come
Yeah,
show
yeah.
up and everything.
Dude,
But-
the BVS announcement one was just.
But I still go back and watch those videos. But yeah, the ending of the panel was amazing. The drama, like the way they, again, every time with Loki they did it. Every time they do these reveals and everything, it's always fun. And it's a great direction. It's something to look forward to, at least, if you like it or not like it. But anyways, man, we'll be watching the film first day first, right? What does it matter? Him coming back or not, we would have anyways gone, watch the film. And it's exciting times ahead. And that's it from us, guys. Soon we'll get a DC video also, and also House of Dragon reaction coming tomorrow. Hopefully, I have to ask Varun about this. But yeah, this month I think we are done. This is the last time you are seeing us live. Maybe next month we'll try. Again, next month we'll do a tier list, fun one. Every month I'm planning to do a tier list, which is very fun and exciting. Hey, by the way, where are we putting Daredevil and not Daredevil, Deadpool and Wolverine in the list? S tier?
No.
Yeah.
S tier, easy.
For me, it's
A.
S tier, yeah.
For me, it's A.
But do you
I
know
don't
that?
know the movies.
Do you know the other list?
I'm just saying A.
Dude, the
I mean,
fight,
that-
dude. The fight between Sile and Harneet, dude. Epic. I shared the link to that. in the
Yeah, I
comments.
saw a little bit of that.
That was so
Silent
fun, dude. I was literally like, couldn't say anything. I'm just sitting and laughing, enjoying. They're just
Sahil
fighting.
and Abhineet or Sahil or Harneet?
Harneet.
There was a fight between them as well?
Dude, they were fighting, for the which
Something
film was
with
it?
Galactus, right?
Fantastic
Galactus.
Four. He was
Yeah,
like Fantastic
Fantastic
Four
Four.
A, and everyone like B and C, and there's a
Oh,
big
yeah, yeah.
debate. And
I
B
was
was just
thinking of
Fantastic Four. Both Fantastic Four
I
and the
was
B.
thinking of the fight in the morning today.
Oh no.
Today
not
morning was
today.
Abhinit and Sahil.
Yeah.
Not fighting, that's starting. So that's it, guys, from
Oh,
us. See ya. Bye. Keep being out.
Bye, guys.
At one point during the chat, I even said like it's only two of y'all chatting. And they just
I'll be honest, I didn't read it. I just like scroll.
they just ignored me and kept chatting.
Like, I was following the updates live in the morning, and when that RDJ thing happened, like I was watching Real Rejects ka live, because they keep up with the news.